Hello and good evening, everybody. Welcome to Bill Gray Legion Stadium at Champion Car Wash Field, where tonight your Roseburg Dr. Stewarts will take on the visiting Post 58 Crushers out of the Salem-Keizer area as we get a non-league 9-inning contest for you coming up here tonight as we begin the final few days of the regular season before we begin the state tournament here at Roseburg's Bill Gray Legion Stadium at Champion Car Wash Field. Good evening, everybody. I am Joey Kieran. Happy to have you with us here this evening as we get ready for some Doc Stewart's baseball here on the radio. Going to be a good one after a couple of days off. Docs will face a tough team that might be back here next weekend to be a part of the postseason festivities at Bill Gray Legion Stadium at Champion Car Wash Field. So a good test here tonight for the Docs as they gear up for taking on Medford on Saturday and Sunday. We'll talk more about that as we welcome you into our SoCo Coffee Company pregame show. We get our show started with the SoCo Coffee Company pregame show. You can get your day started with SoCo Coffee, conveniently located just off of I-5 at exit 108. Stop in for fresh pastries daily, organic smoothies, and one of the items off of their espresso bar menu. We will take some time here in the pregame show to continue our series of player interviews. Tonight we will talk with Mason Del Calo. It is our player interview brought to you by BTB Moving, providing labor services for your moving needs in Douglas County and around the state of Oregon. You can book now at 541-315-0122, or you'll find them on Facebook at BTB Moving. We'll have that for you when we come back as we count down towards first pitch. It's your SoCo Coffee Company pregame show. A word with Mason Del Calo when we come back here on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM. Hey there, sports fans. Thanks for watching this local sporting event online at 541radio.com. Did you know there's more than one way to watch games online? You can watch games on your laptop or desktop computer, your tablet, or even your smartphone just by going to 541radio.com. But we also use YouTube to stream all of our video broadcasts, which means you could be watching this game on your big screen TV with a number of different streaming devices. You can stream our live YouTube broadcast through your PlayStation or Xbox gaming device, or through streaming devices like Google Chromecast, Apple TV, or Roku. There's plenty of ways to follow this live local sporting event. Plus, you can find past events archived on 1490 The Score's YouTube channel. Find us on YouTube and subscribe today to keep up with the latest in local sports coverage. Back with more of our SoCo Coffee Company pregame show as we count down to a nine-inning non-leaguer tonight against the Post 58 Crushers out of the Salem area tonight for the Doc Stewarts as they gear up for the stretch run here. Big games coming up this weekend, but as we get ready, we want to make sure we get a chance to get to everybody on the roster with our player interviews. So we're going to do one of those here in the pregame show. They're presented by BTB Moving, providing labor services in Douglas County for and around Oregon for your moving needs. You can get in touch with them. They're veteran-owned, affordable, dependable, efficient, and careful. They've got senior and veteran discounts available. Book now at 541-315-0122 or find them on Facebook at BTB Moving. Get a chance to catch up with Mason Del Calo from Glide High School, class of 2021, graduating this year. Congratulations, graduation. How did the senior year of high school go? I know it wasn't a normal year for everybody, but how did it go for you?
Well, my senior year was pretty crazy. We had a lot of, actually our first week of COVID, back to baseball. COVID had shut us down, and then we came back and just won a bunch of baseball games. Then went to state, won state, and graduated. Now I'm here. Now I'm here playing baseball for the Dogs.
It's a whirlwind there for you.
Yeah.
This summer, getting to find out, first year with the team when you got the news that you'd be on the Docs roster this summer. How'd that feel to get that news from Coach Robbins?
It was the best feeling in the world. Like, I knew I had a pretty good chance, but I didn't know I had that good of a chance to make it and do work on this team.
Yeah. You having fun this summer playing Docs baseball?
Oh, yeah. Once I figured out all my mechanics and everything pitching, because I was so rough in the beginning. I think I was just nervous, and once I figured all my mechanics out, I'm golden.
Yeah. So feeling a lot better here at the end of the season as things are starting to kind of settle in for you.
Oh, yeah.
That's good. Is it, figuring out some of that stuff and maybe getting adjusted to playing Docs baseball? Was that a lot of coaching from Coach Robbins and the assistants there that really helped you through that?
I would say, mostly Robbins, and honestly, Jay Stoffel. I talked to him a lot, and he was like, dude, honestly, the only thing you have to do is accept that you're just a pitcher on this team. And I was like, yeah, all right, I get it. Like, that's what I'm here to do. And then I finally figured it out. I figured my mechanics out. So I started throwing really hard, started throwing strikes, and Coach Robbins has been super happy with my pitching lately, and I plan to make it better.
Yeah, absolutely. That's good to hear, man. I know there were some tough patches in there with things not going your way, and every season's going to have a little bit of that. That transition from going from a guy that out at Glide High School, I'm sure you did everything out there. I got you listed down as a utility guy. I knew that when I first talked to you at the very end, at the very first start of practice, at the end of tryouts, you didn't know what your role was going to be exactly. Now that you've kind of gotten your mind wrapped around just being a pitcher, how was that transition to going from a guy that was out there every inning, out there playing all the time, to being a guy that you've got a specific role on a team?
It was a super hard transition. I wanted to play so bad. I was literally like pretty much begging Coach Robbins, but I wasn't actually begging. And I just wanted to play, and sometimes, like, for example, he put me out in right field in Medford, and I caught the game-winning fly ball, and he was like, okay, and I would probably get a little bit more playing time, and I got more playing time after that and just kept pitching.
Yeah. Well, it's been kind of a fun season. It's been a learning season, it seems like, for a lot of these guys. We think a lot about guys like Jay Stoffel that have had a lot of experience, but there's a lot of guys going through for the first time. What do you feel like has been kind of some of the biggest adjustments to playing this level of baseball, this style of baseball, where it's so many more games than a high school season? What's been kind of the biggest lesson you've learned through this summer?
Probably to be humble and just keep your head down and work.
Yeah.
This team, everybody on this team, even Ty, when he was out, he was still working hard for us, and just that's all you got to do on this team. Work hard, keep your head down.
Keep things clean shaven.
Yeah. Keep things clean shaven.
That was around the office back there. Some of the guys had seen you during the high school season. They were wondering how the beard was looking with the team that's tried to, they like to keep things a little sharp out there. And I know everybody got haircuts at the start of the year and all that kind of fun stuff. You guys are getting down to the final few games of the regular season. The state tournament's almost a week away. How are you guys? What's the confidence level for this team? What's the dugout feeling like at this point in the season?
I would say that we're ready to take it all.
Yeah?
Yeah. I think once we get everybody back, especially Jace, we get Jace back Saturday, we'll be able to do some damage.
Yeah. And so you guys are feeling good about the fact that you guys get to play here at home and host everybody for this tournament?
Oh, yeah. We're all super excited to be hosting our own tournament and
ready to have a bullseye on your back. Everybody's going to be gunning for the host team, and especially when they know that you guys are a pretty good team and you're challenging for a league title, they're not going to take you lightly and not just assume that you're a pushover just because you got in automatically. They're going to be gunning for you guys.
Yeah, they're going to be right on us. It's hard saying.
Yeah. Probably going to be a fun weekend, though, or into that next week when you guys get into the state tournament. But you got big games coming up. A lot's made about just kind of team chemistry stuff with these things. How do you feel like that's gone this year? You guys all getting along in the dugout, all having a good time doing stuff?
There are times that we are wanting to strangle each other, but we keep our cool most of the time. We
Any good families like that, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they're all brothers.
When you're not out at the ballpark, what are some of the things you like to do away from the ballpark? I know you haven't got much time to do it, but you guys just had a couple of days off. Anything you get out and do?
No, just basically work when I can. Yeah.
Just taking it easy a little bit here for this stretch run.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. All right. You're done with high school, so any plans on what's going to come up here for you now? You getting a job, going back to school? Any plans for you?
I've been thinking about going to UCC and trying to play ball there and maybe keep a job at the same time. Yeah, that might be a little difficult, but other than that, then play baseball.
Yeah, trying to find a spot to keep playing. And
yeah,
good for you. Talking with Mason Del Colo here in our SoCo Coffee Company pregame show. As you start wrapping up this year, is there's something you think back to that's going to stand out as a memory? I mean, hopefully there's some big memories still to be made for this team, but is there something that stands out right now that's a big memory from your first season with Docs baseball?
Austin hitting a grand slam.
Even though you guys lost that game.
And right before that, a stand-up triple.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that was a good one there.
Yeah.
Are you a guy that's going to be eligible to come back next year? Do you know?
This is it? Oh, yeah. This is my last year.
I hate it when it's a one and done for some of you guys. You know, it's always tough to only get it one season with a lot of these guys. So, well, that's too bad. But it's been fun to get to know you a little bit more here, Mason, and fun to watch you out there. And hope that things keep going well for you as we get into this final stretch of the season. Thanks so much for the time.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, that's Mason Del Colo with us here for our BTB Moving Player interview. We'll come back with... We'll actually keep it right here for just a couple more minutes, but big thanks there to Mason Del Colo. Got to meet his stepdad here in the stadium before tonight's game, so that was kind of cool. And he was up here from California and getting to watch tonight's game live. Actually told me he was hoping to try and surprise Mason if he could yell out to him from the stands when he maybe got a chance to get out there on the field tonight, but unfortunately happened to run into him while he was coming into the parking lot tonight. So kind of spoiled the surprise, but kind of cool that he's got a chance to be here tonight for this non-league game against the Post 58 Crushers. They come out of the Salem-Kaiser area. They've won their last two games against the Mid-Coast Dungeys. A couple of wins there, 20-6 and 18-8, and games out on the coast in Newport. They come in with an 18-16-1 record to the Crushers. They're playing their 36th game of the season. For the Roseburg Dr. Stewarts, they did lose their last game against the Eugene Challengers up in Eugene at Sweet Johnson Stadium. That one was last week. Docs falling 10-5, but they ended up with a 4-game split there against the Challengers, both teams winning 2. The road team winning the first game of a doubleheader in both matchups, and then the home team winning the nightcap. The Docs come in at 25-13 as they gear up for the final push. They've got Medford coming up Saturday and Sunday as they head into the final weekend of Area 4 League play, and there is a chance to win an Area 4 League title still on the line for the Docs. We'll talk more about that throughout tonight's broadcast, but that's going to do it for our SoCo Coffee Company pregame show. You can find them located off of I-5 at exit 108. Stop in for fresh pastries, daily organic smoothies, or one of the items off of their espresso bar menu. We'll take a break for the national anthem, come back with your first pitch. We'll also have a look at your starting lineups and your defensive starters tonight as we get ready for Docs baseball against the Post 58 Crushers. You are on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM. Copy that.
This is Josh Nelson from Off the Wall on the Score. When I'm not in the Score Sports Closet, I own and operate BTV Moving here in Roseburg. We are a labor-only company offering services such as packing, unpacking, loading, unloading, piano moving, cleaning services, and 24-hour emergency services. We pride ourselves on being an affordable, veteran-owned company. Contact us at 541-315-0122 for all your moving needs. That's BTV Moving, 541-315-0122.
Get ready to satisfy your dessert cravings with Mountain Mike's new mini churros. These delicious bite-sized churros are the perfect dessert to pair with your favorite Mountain Mike's pizza. Made with only the freshest and finest ingredients. Dough made fresh daily with 100% whole milk mozzarella cheese and toppings to the edge. For limited time only, get 16 mini churros for the whole family for only $4.99. Don't wait. Order yours today for dine-in, carry-out, or delivery.
Swimming season is finally here. But remember, respect the water. Don't swim and don't go in the water if it's under 60 degrees. Swimming in water under 60 degrees is life-threatening. It could cause hypothermia, which means your limbs paralyzed and you can't get out of the water. Each day, the water temperature of the Umpqua River will be posted on kpic.com and kval.com, and in the morning weather on KPIC. Respect the water. Know the temperature. Brought to you by the Respect the Water Safety Committee.
Tomorrow night for the Medford game.
Welcome, everybody, back here to Bill Gray Legion Stadium at Champion Car Wash Field, where tonight the Roseburg Dr. Stewarts get ready to take on the Post 58 Crushers out of the Kaiser-Salem area. As we get ready for tonight's matchup, let's take a look at our Umpqua Golf Club starting lineup. You can get your golf adventure started with the Triple Play membership. Play Oak Hill, Stewart Park, and Myrtle Creek golf courses with just one membership. You can find out more at umpqua.golf. For the visiting Post 58 Crushers, it'll be Robbie Brockcamp leading things off at third base, followed by Eli Brown, the catcher. DJ Critter, the pitcher, will bat third, followed by Cole Muckin, the center fielder. Cody Lemming is at shortstop, batting fifth, followed by Bryce Campbell, the second baseman, hitting sixth. Wyatt Connolly in right field will bat seventh. Kyle Kramer, the first baseman, hitting eighth, and Jackson Nees, the left fielder, will play bat in the 9 spot in the lineup tonight for the Crushers. That is a look at your Umpqua Golf starting lineups. They'll face off against the lefty Logan Klopfenstein on the mound for your Roseburg Dr. Stewarts. Klopfenstein comes in 26 and 2/3 innings worked. He's got a 4-1 record, a 4.20 ERA, 13 strikeouts, 12 walks in those 26 and 2/3 innings. Taking a look around the diamond at your defensive starters for the Roseburg Dr. Stewarts tonight. It'll be Knox Hubbard behind the plate catching, Dominic Totone at first, Kay Johnson at second. At third is Dawson Takahashi, Dawson Gillespie at short. In the outfield from left to right, making his first game appearance since game 1 of the season, it's Tyler Thornton in left field. Sebastian Watson getting a start in center field, and Jet Black starting in right field here tonight. First pitch of the ball game, a chop towards third baseman Austin Takahashi off the bat of Robbie Brockcamp. And it quickly takes just one pitch for Logan Klopfenstein to record the first out here against the Crushers. One out, and we are underway in tonight's ball game. Your starting defense is brought to you by Cooper's Pest Control. You can build your best defense by calling Cooper's Pest Control to defend your home from those summer bugs. 673-0363. So we've got one out so far for Logan Klopfenstein as he will miss against the two-hitter Eli Brown, the catcher. Right-handed batter digs in. The left-handed pitcher, Klopfenstein, gets a fly ball out towards shallow center field. Going out is Gillespie, the shortstop, will make the catch. And there is your second out. And there are two away with nobody on base.
Next batter is the pitcher, number 5, DJ Kreider.
That'll bring up DJ Kreider, who will be the pitcher for tonight's matchup for the Crushers. Got to imagine both these teams are probably getting a matchup of lineups that maybe they don't use every game, getting some guys that are at the back end of their rotation chances to pitch. I'm not sure about the Post 58. I know Klopfenstein will probably be a starter at some point during the state tournament if the Docs make a deep run as a fly or line drive to left field. The three-hitter Kreider, pitcher, helps himself out. He'll get on at first with a single to left field. 1 on, 2 away. Cole Muckin will bat, the center fielder. I know the Docs definitely a new lineup card tonight with Sebastian Watson in center field. They've been mixing up Takahashi and Gillespie between short and third. And Tyler Thornton getting a chance to play for his first game since game 1 of the season against Medford. As a breaking ball by Klopfenstein will get a check swing by Muckin for strike 1. But coming up with games against Medford tomorrow, Saturday and Sunday, Doc's definitely going to be looking to have their A-plus top of the line lineup all set up and ready to go, get everything, the rotation and everything all ready to go for that big final series in Area 4 play. Kloffenstein, though, has had a very good season on the mound for the Docs as he gets a check swing and a miss for strike 2 to Muckin. His last couple outings have been pretty good. He's gone deep into games. He's held teams off balance, limiting the hits, scattering them enough to keep teams off the scoreboard. He's looked real impressive. He's grown throughout this summer. Looking forward to his senior year at Roseburg High School as he will actually come in a bit too far there against Cole Muckin. That'll be a hit by pitch, first of the game for Kloffenstein, and that puts runners at first and second with 2 down. So after getting the first 2 outs, a single to left field, and now a hit by pitch and runners at first and second for the Crushers. 5-hitter Cody Lemming will bat, the shortstop. First pitch swinging, puts one in the air. Fighting the sun is Jet Blacks, and he will not catch that ball. He could not see it. And 2 runs are going to come in to score as the Docs take a while to get that ball back into the diamond. So Cody Lemon drives in 2. And just like that, it is a 2-0 ball game in favor of the Crushers after getting the first 2 outs. Kloffenstein gets hurt by the sun there. First pitch swinging, it's a slow roller down the first base line. And a tag applied by Dominic Tatone. Bryce Gamble grounds out, but it comes one bat too late for the Doc Stewarts. They give up 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. So we will go to the bottom of the first inning. Doc's coming up to a hit for the first time tonight here on 541radio.com and on the score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
For the Crushers, 2 runs on 2 hits and with no errors and 2 men left on board. Defensively
Copy.
For the Crushers, Wyatt Connolly will be in right field. Center field will be Cole Martin.
No, you don't need that one. You can talk through it if it makes you feel good, though.
Toby Lemming. Third base is Robbie Brockett.
What's that? Oh, Brenton, yeah. Thank you for the comment on YouTube.
Kyle Kramer will play first base. Behind the plate will be Eli Brown, and on the mound for the
Gotcha. I figured as much.
Number 5, DJ Kreider.
Yes, him. Okay. I know that there are people that do that. I don't know them personally, but yes. Copy that. Test. Welcome you back here for the bottom of the first inning. It's a 2-0 lead for your post-58 Crushers. Let's go ahead and take a look at your starting lineup for the Roseburg Dr. Stewarts as they trail but come up to bat for the first time here tonight. Leading things off for the Docs and Coach Jeremiah Robbins will be Austin Takahashi, the third baseman. Dawson Gillespie, the shortstop, will bat second, followed by right fielder Jet Black. Dominic Tatone, the first baseman, hitting cleanup. Sebastian Watson in center field, batting fifth, followed by Knox Hubbard, the catcher. Cade Johnson, the second baseman, hits seventh. In the eighth spot is Logan Kloffenstein, the pitcher. And rounding out the starting 9 will be Tyler Thornton, the left fielder. That is your starting lineup for the Docs tonight as the first pitch in for strike 1 against the left-handed batter, Austin Takahashi. He has an 0-1 count to start things off. He'll face a right-hander, DJ Kreider, on the mound, who misses high and away. Ball 1 to Takahashi. Your defensive starters there, of course, always brought to you by your offensive starters. Brought to you by Umpqua Golf Club. Play Oak Hill, Stewart Park, and Myrtle Creek golf courses with just one membership. Find out more at umpqua.golf. DJ Kreider, a right-hander on the mound. 2 balls, 1 strike as he pitches to Takahashi to lead things off. Swing and a foul ball back to the backstop for strike 2. We'll take a look around the diamond defensively for the Crushers here in the bottom of the first. The 2-2 pitch to Takahashi is a breaking ball high. Austin comes into today's ball game, batting .389 for the Docs. 3-2 pitch, softly hit towards third in the air, and it is caught by Robbie Brockkamp for the first out in the bottom of the first inning. Taking a look around the diamond is Dawson Gillespie will come up to bat. It's Eli Brown behind the plate, Kyle Kramer at first, Bryce Campbell at second, Robbie Brockkamp at third, and Cody Lemon at short. In the outfield from left to right, Jackson Nees, Cole Muckin, and Wyatt Conley at your Cooper's Pest Control starting defense. With our look around the diamond, when you're building your best defense, call Cooper's Pest Control to protect your home from those summer bugs. As a ground ball towards short, picked up by Lemming, a throw on the run to first base, not in time. Just a half step behind. And Dawson Gillespie will leg out an infield single to get the first runner on base for the Docs, and your first hit of the game for Roseburg is always presented by MSK True Value. Make sure your next project is a hit. Head to MSK True Value and Building Supply, located in Myrtle Creek and Tri-City. 1 on, 1 away. First pitch to Jet Black, low and outside for ball 1. Jet starting in right field tonight. I want to say the right field is the spot that Jet was getting some playing time during the college season with Umpqua Community College here at Champion Car Wash Field. As a breaking ball will carry outside by Kreider. Champion Car Wash Field, for those visiting fans that are getting a first look at the ballpark here in Roseburg. I'll tell you more about it. The 2-0 pitch hits the outside corner for strike 1. All new artificial turf installed prior to the 2020 high school season, the spring season. But, of course, we all know 2020 in high school sports, the spring season got canceled, so it went unused. It's a 2-1 pitch, high and inside for Jet. 3 balls, 1 strike. So it sat unused during much of the spring season. UCC got part of their season started during the spring. Their first season of baseball back at Umpqua Community College. They played here at Champion Car Wash Field, but only got about 10 games in before the season was canceled. As ball 4 taken outside by Jet. He'll get a walk, and that's runners at first and second now for the Docs with just 1 away. DJ Kreider issuing his first walk of the game. Dominic Titone will bat with 1 out and 2 on. So very little used in its first season, the artificial turf here at Champion Car Wash Field. They tried to play a summer season for Docs, even though there was no Legion baseball. And a balk is called against Kreider. But as he was coming set there, so he gives up an extra 90 feet to both Jet Black and Dawson Gillespie with the balk. And now Dominic Titone will bat with runners at second and third and just 1 out. Titone will take low and inside for ball 1. So this field's still very new, but it has gotten a lot of work this year. Roseburg High School, Umpqua Valley Christian High School, UCC, Umpqua Community College, all playing during the spring here. And now here during the summer, you've got the Docs playing their full season as they are into game number 39 on the year, with many of those here at home. A foul ball for Titone gives him an 0-1 count, or excuse me, a 1-1 count. But not only is it the Docs, you've got the Pepsi Bottle Caps, a single-A Legion team, and then 2 developmental teams for some of the younger guys, the Roseburg Loggers and Dr. Randall's Crowns, all playing home games here this summer, and it's been a busy summer. Pitch behind Titone from the righty to the lefty. Dominic takes that pitch, obviously. Actually took a step forward towards home plate in that left-handed batter's box to get out of the way of the pitch. They are playing in on the infield, the defense, to try and cut the runoff at home. A 2-1 breaking ball is high. 3 balls, 1 strike for Dominic Titone. So all new playing surface here at Champion Car Wash Field. It's been beautiful. Everybody raves about it, that it's a really nice field. Stadium's gotten a few other remodel renovations. As a line drive shot goes right to the first baseman, Kyle Kramer, who stands his ground and makes that catch with a big first baseman's glove, robs a hit away from Titone, and likely robs at least an RBI, maybe 2. Big defensive play there for the Crushers. Now Sebastian Watson will try to get a 2-out rally going as the Docs trail 2-0 here in the bottom of the first. First pitch to Watson. Line drive shot towards center field. That gets in for a base knock. 1 run in. The throw cut off at the mound. 2 runs will score on a 2-out single by Sebastian Watson. And Watson ties this ball game up. 2-2 here in the bottom of the first inning.
Next out of the catcher, number 3.
We did have I go off of what the Docs are going to score just so that my scorebook matches what they do on their Game Changer app. So in that first inning, it was 2 runs on 1 hit and 1 error for the Docs in the top of the first. So with that base hit, now the Docs with 2 hits in this ball game. And just 1 hit in the game so far for the Crushers. And Docs with 1 error. A 1-0 pitch. Strike on the outside corner. Scoreboard is reading 0-0. I think it's a 1-1 count for Knox Hubbard here. The 1-1 for Kreider, trying to get through the bottom of the first, and giving up a 2-run lead with a 2-run single by Sebastian Watson, who's on at first. Pitch misses outside and low. 2 balls, 1 strike for the 6-hitter. Knox has had limited action throughout the summer, backing up Spencer Six throughout much of the year as a pickoff throw to first, not in time for Watson. So Knox has been in the lineup sparingly from time to time, giving Spencer Six a spell. He'll be a senior next year at Roseburg High School, currently batting .200 this year for the Docs. 2-1 pitch from Kreider. Ground ball foul for the left-handed batting catcher. 2-2 count. Docs with a few, it's kind of funny, Docs with a few left-handed batters in the lineup. Takahashi, Tatone, Hubbard. Tyler Thornton, a left-handed hitter as well. Many of those left-handed hitters also right-handed throwers. So ball popped up in the air, back behind home. The catcher, Brown, giving chase, and he'll overrun that ball. And it'll stay a 2-2 count. So you've got Takahashi and Hubbard are both left-handed batters but right-handed throwers. Tatone and Thornton are both left-handed throwers and left-handed batters. And then you've got Logan Kloffenstein, who's a left-handed thrower but a right-handed batter. The intricacies of the human body on why these things work out. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. Our score tied 2-2. Deuces wild here in the bottom of the first. At the plate, Knox Hubbard. He wears number 3. The pitch in. Misses. Not by much. On the mound, Kreider wanted strike 3. He was starting to get his strikeout walk back to the dugout. But he instead will be back on the mound for a full count pitch here to Hubbard. On first base, Sebastian Watson will be moving on the pitch to the plate. Ground ball foul, and we'll do it all again. 84 degrees here in Roseburg as we get this ball game tonight underway. Again, it is a single game, 9 innings. It was originally scheduled to be a doubleheader, but probably both sides decided, hey, let's just play one. Let's make it a 9-inning game, but that way we don't have to utilize too many of our guys as we get both teams are getting ready to wrap up their league seasons. As a pitch over to first base, back in safely goes Watson. For the Docs, they've got Medford Saturday and Sunday, and for the Crushers, I believe they are going to be playing Corvallis coming up Sunday and Monday to wrap up their league season. Full count pitch is high and away to Knox Hubbard. Sound effects guy is in full effect here tonight. Hubbard will take the trip down to first base. Runners at first and second with 2 down. And a visit out to the mound for the catcher, Eli Brown. Tonight we will be utilizing courtesy runners for, it looks like, the catcher and probably the pitcher. During the league season, they do not allow the courtesy runners, so we haven't had that for a little bit. On at first base is Ever Lamb.
Is Ever Lamb. The batter, the second baseman, number 1, Cade Johnson.
That'll bring up Cade Johnson to bat. For Knox Hubbard, that is his 22nd walk here this summer. That's a pretty big number for a guy that's played sparingly. It's a one-hopper, quick hop down to third base, race to the bag. And at third base, Robbie Brockkamp will make the play to retire Sebastian Watson. And so that'll finish things off here in the bottom of the first inning. Cade Johnson, a hard hit ball to third base, but he couldn't get it by Brockkamp. But we got a tie ball game, 2 runs on 2 hits. There were no errors for the Crushers, and we go to the top of the second inning with our score all squared away here on 541radio.com and on the score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM. Top of the second inning, Doc's baseball for you tonight here on The Score, brought to you by Good Vibration Solutions. For home theater and automotive audio, you can feel it at Good Vibes. First pitch in the dirt for Kloffenstein against the left-handed batting Wyatt Connolly, the right fielder. A 1-0 pitch in the dirt again for a 2-0 count. Brian Thornton chiming in on YouTube to give me a correction here, and I appreciate it. It's been so long since Tyler's been out in the field, my memory didn't serve me correctly. It's a ground ball to Cade Johnson at second base. Connolly will ground out to start things off here in the top of the second. 4-3 the putout for the right fielder. 7, 8, 9 hitters coming up to start off this second inning for the Crushers in a 2-2 ball game. That'll bring up Kyle Kramer, the first baseman, with 1 out and nobody on base. Brian reminded me that Tyler is a right-handed thrower, not a left-handed thrower. I thought he was left-left, but he is right-left. He's been out for so long. I just felt so bad when I found out he broke his arm in the first game of the season against Medford. Got hit by a pitch. It was just felt brutal for the young man. Great to see that he was able to make it back and just in time for the state tournament. I know that Coach Robbins is happy to have him back available. Pitch fouled away for Kramer. Gives him an 0-2 count here. But thank you, Brian, for the correction there on the YouTube feed. Tonight's game is streaming if you are new to the broadcast. Swing and a miss. Breaking ball. Got him waving with it at the bat. Actually lost a handle on it. Kramer goes down with the strikeout. First of the night for Logan Kloffenstein. All Doc Stewart's pitching strikeouts are brought to you by Mountain Mike's Pizza. Making sure your next pizza night isn't a strikeout. It's Mountain Mike's Pizza the way it ought to be. 2 down, nobody on. First pitch misses outside to Jackson Nees, the left fielder. Chops one back to the mound. Kloffenstein will get it, throw to first. He does get it there just in time. Spin and a throw accurately to first base. Dominic Tatone there for it. And Jackson Nees will be retired. That's a quick 1-2-3 inning for the Docs defensively. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. It's still a 2-2 ball game as we go to the bottom of the second inning. This is Docs Baseball, streaming online at 541radio.com and on The Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Single 9 instead of 2 sevens like it was originally scheduled. Also,
Copy that.
At Current Orthodontics, we stand out because of the smiles and the excitement that we create. A beautiful smile can really make a huge impact in someone's life. Our main goal is we also want you to be able to walk down the street and have your neighbors say, "Hey, where did you get that great smile?" And for you to be able to say, "At Current Orthodontics."
Looking for more local sports coverage? CBS Sports Radio 1490 The Score has you covered. Check out our homepage at 541radio.com for sports stories, scores, and podcasts. And follow us on social media. 1490 The Score is on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. And take the station with you wherever you go with the 541 Radio app. Download the app in your smartphone's app store and get access to a live stream of the station, sports stories, podcasts, and easy messaging with the station and others.
Bottom of the second inning here on a beautiful night in the Umpqua Basin. Tonight's ball game here on The Score brought to you by DC Farmers Co-op, where everyone is welcome to shop. 2-2 ball game. Docs coming up to bat with their 8-9-1 hitters. Logan Kloffenstein, the pitcher, will bat. A first pitch to the right-handed batter. Left-handed thrower. We'll get it all squared away there. Logan Kloffenstein takes for ball 1 from DJ Kreider. 9-inning contest tonight as Kreider slips on the mound, delivers. Kloffenstein pops it high in the air, foul territory. The third baseman, Brockkamp calling for it, makes the play just in front of the Docs dugout down the third base side. That's your first out here in the second inning. I was going to say there at the end of that top of the half of the inning that maybe anybody listening on the radio or listening online, you can follow Docs Baseball throughout the summer, the rest of the way, on our video stream. You can find it at 541radio.com or on our YouTube channel. Just search 1490 The Score. Video streaming is presented by the Cow Creek Tribe. Well, for the first time since game 1 of the season, Tyler Thornton will bat. He tries to lay down a bunt on the first pitch, and he puts it foul for strike 1. Tyler Thornton. Let's take a look at the numbers here. He has 2 plate appearances, 1 official at-bat. He got hit by a pitch in his second at-bat. Left the game with a broken bone, although he was telling me he did not know at the time it was broken, thought it was just going to be okay the next day. They started leaving to go back home from Medford, and he realized something was not right. As Thornton with an 0-2 count after a couple of foul ball attempts on a bunt. Steps back in, has a brace on that left hand, and he will take strike 3. Watches a breaking ball go by on the inside corner. Not the way he wanted to get things started back at the plate, I'm sure, but still a victory nonetheless that he was back there at the plate and playing for the Docs here tonight. Back to the top of the lineup, Austin Takahashi will bat against DJ Kreider, who's trying to match a 1-2-3 inning by Logan Klopfenstein. A breaking ball just misses high. 1 ball, no strikes for Takahashi, who softly hit one to the third baseman in the first inning, caught for the first out of the ball game against the Docs. And a hit by pitch on the inside corner. That must have just grazed the jersey there for Takahashi. He takes the free trip down to first base, his first time on. For Austin Takahashi, that is the 6th time that he has been hit by a pitch this season. Leading the team in that category is Cade Johnson with 12. So 1 on, 2 down. Dawson Gillespie will bat. Had a base hit in his first at-bat. He takes low for ball 1. So both pitchers have hit a batter now. Gillespie got on base. A walk moved him up to second. A balk got him to third. Then he scored on the 2-out single by Sebastian Watson. As a back pick down to first base. Not going to be there in time. In safely does go Takahashi, who almost overslid the bag out there. We've seen already on the mound DJ Kreider sliding with his footing out there, slipping out from underneath him. That might be an interesting thing to watch as we get the state tournament here coming up next weekend, is how everybody adjusts to the playing surface here at Champion Car Wash Field. We've seen plenty of guys slip on the mound and overslide bases. 2-1 count for Gillespie after a swing and a miss. 2 away. Man on at first is Austin Takahashi. Dawson Gillespie at the plate. 2-1 delivery is a breaking ball just upstairs, not off the mark by much for Kreider. Three balls, 1 strike. Kreider, strike, hits the top end of the strike zone there. Outer half of the plate for Gillespie. He's got himself a full count here. Allen at first base. Takahashi moving on the pitch to the plate. The 3-2. Chop down the third base side. It just goes foul. Down that third base line in front of the bag and across the chalk line. Robbie Brockman. Now that's one of the things that maybe a novice of the game will think he was standing in fair territory when he reached across and got that ball. Or he was just kind of barely on the chalk line, but the body of the player doesn't have to be in foul territory. The ball just needs to be in foul territory when it is touched. Takahashi with the lead at first will be running. There he goes. The pitch in is low and outside. It gets by the catcher. Takahashi takes a turn. He's going to try for third. The throw is going to beat him by a mile. So that'll wrap things up here in the second inning for the Doc Stewarts. Takahashi trying to get an extra base on the walk issued to Dawson Gillespie. And he gets caught. Quick recovery there behind the plate by Eli Brown and a perfect throw down to third base to finish off the inning. So the Docs get no runs on no hits. There were no errors and 1 man left on base. We'll head to the top of the third inning. 2-2 ball game here on 541radio.com and on the score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Josh Nelson from Off the Wall on the Score. When I'm not in the Score Sports Closet, I own and operate BTV Moving here in Roseburg. We are a labor-only company offering services such as packing, unpacking, loading, unloading, piano moving, cleaning services, and 24-hour emergency services. We pride ourselves on being an affordable, veteran-owned company. Contact us at 541-315-0122 for all your moving needs. That's BTV Moving, 541-315-0122.
Top of the order here for the Post 58 Crushers as we welcome you back to Champion Car Wash Field here in Roseburg, formerly known as Legion Field. Robbie Brockkamp leading things off. A 1-0 pitch from Logan Kloffenstein misses low. Count goes to 2 balls, no strikes. An 0-for-1 day so far for Brockkamp, although playing good defense there at third base. Today's game brought to you by Mahalo Heating and Air Conditioning. Ground ball slowly hit towards second. Fielded by Johnson. Over to Tatone. Retires the first batter at the top of the third inning. Mahalo Heating and Air Conditioning, your best choice for the finest indoor comfort control. Call them today at 672-6707. One down, Eli Brown will bat, the catcher. Flew out to shortstop. He'll hit one sharply to third base. Picked up there by Takahashi. Wastes no time and throwing across the diamond. Dominic Tatone there at first. Stretches. And there is out number 2. Eli Brown will go down for a second time. He's 0 for 2 in the ball game. 2 runs on 1 hit so far and 1 Doc's error for the Crushers. Both runs coming in to score in the first inning. Doc scored their 2 runs in the bottom of the first inning to tie it up quickly. Breaking ball high from Kloffenstein to DJ Kreider, who had the first hit for the Crushers in the first inning. Eventually came around to score the go-ahead run. The 1-0 pitch to him, swung on. Boy, he got his money's worth out of that swing. Every bit of it. He'll dig back in, a 1-1 count. Kloffenstein, the lefty, winds, fires, breaking ball, hits the top of the zone for strike 2. It's a 1-2 count. Bounces into the plate. So it's a 2-2 count with 2 outs here in the top of the third. That ball in the air out towards right field on the run. Going back, Jet Black spinning around, gets underneath it, and he's there for the final out. Another 1-2-3 inning for Logan Kloffenstein. And that'll keep it a 2-2 ball game. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. We go to the bottom of the third inning. Doc's baseball coming up to bat, trying to break this tie game on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Get ready to satisfy your dessert cravings with Mountain Mike's new mini churros. These delicious bite-sized churros are the perfect dessert to pair with your favorite Mountain Mike's pizza. Made with only the freshest and finest ingredients. Dough made fresh daily with 100% whole milk mozzarella cheese and toppings to the edge. For limited time only, get 16 mini churros for the whole family for only $4.99. Don't wait. Order yours today for dine-in, carry-out, or delivery.
Buy one, get one free at the Roseburg Jiffy Lube. Buy one signature service oil change at regular price and receive a coupon for a second one free. That's a $43.99 value. The signature service oil change features up to 5 quarts conventional Pennzoil, a new spin-on filter, and a visual inspection of belts, brakes, tires, and wipers, plus fluid top-off and a 90-day top-off guarantee. Buy one signature service oil change with Pennzoil, get one free now at the Roseburg Jiffy Lube, next to Champion Car Wash.
for the Doc Stewarts, number 10, Dawson Gillespie.
Bottom half of the third inning, it'll be Jet Black, Dominic Titone, and Sebastian Watson to lead things off for your Docs as they are tied with the Post 58 Crushers out of the Salem-Kaiser area. 2-2 ball game so far. DJ Kreider on the mound still for his third inning of work. He'll work a breaking ball in for strike one. Get things started here in the bottom of the third inning. Joey Kieran here with you on a beautiful Friday night in the Umpqua Basin. Pitch outside, a 1-1 count. I've heard it mentioned over the PA a couple of times, and it's worth mentioning here for anybody that might have been looking forward to this event coming up tonight. It's been postponed till tomorrow. A 1-1 pitch. Line drive, snagged at third again with a big play. Robbie Brockkamp will make the catch out number one. Leaping to get to that line drive shot, snags it out of the air, retires the first out here in the third. Longtime sports official here in the Douglas County area, Tom Nelson. He's done it for 51 years, been serving youth sports. They were going to honor him tonight in between games of a doubleheader here against the Crushers tonight, but instead, with this being moved to just a 9-inning ball game, they will honor him in between games against Medford coming up tomorrow. So come on out and say thanks to Tom, who 51 years of work as an official in Douglas County. A strike across against Dominic Titone. 1-1 count for him. Titone lined out to the first baseman in the first inning. Got robbed on a hard line drive to Kyle Kramer that would have scored a run. Breaking ball just misses. 2 balls and 1 strike here for Titone, the first baseman. So a couple of good defensive plays so far for this Crushers squad. Chopper, right side for Titone. Takes a high hop, tough play for the second baseman, and he won't make the play there in time. Bryce Campbell. That'll be one thing that teams will learn quickly about here with Champion Car Wash Field, is that the field can be a little bouncy. And that ball bounding towards second base, Bryce Campbell thought it would take a rather routine hop to him, but the final hop almost bounced over the top of his head, and he had to make an adjustment to get the ball. By the time he did and made the throw to first, too late to get Dominic Titone, who reaches on an infield single. 1 out, 1 on. Sebastian Watson will take a pitch outside for ball 1. So far tonight, Watson 1 for 1 with a big 2-run single. And a ball goes through the legs of the catcher, Eli Brown. Out to second base will go Dominic Titone. Wild pitch for Kreider. Moves the runner up 90 feet. 2 balls, no strikes for Watson. Sebastian easily, I think it was the first pitch of the at-bat there in that first inning, just routinely just poked one out towards left field. Actually, I think it was left center. Dropped it in for an easy base hit and 2 runs scored. It was a fine piece of hitting for Sebastian as he digs back in with a 3-0 count now. Watson batting .250 on the season coming into tonight's action. He will take ball 4. That'll be the 24th walk of the season for Watson. Sebastian Watson, 24 walks on the season. He trails only Dawson Gillespie, who leads the team with 26.
Number 3, Knox Hubbard.
And that'll bring up Knox Hubbard, who is third on the team with 22 walks this year, which surprises me because he has had 55 plate appearances, and he's, make it 56 plate appearances, has 22 walks. There's a back pick to second base, not going to be in time to get to Tone. 55 plate appearances for Knox Hubbard. He's got 22 walks. Meanwhile, Sebastian Watson has now 24 walks in 126 plate appearances. So Hubbard walking at an extremely high rate. He'll take low and inside for ball 1. I mean, that is about 70 more at-bats for plate appearances for Sebastian Watson, and he's got 2 more walks than Knox Hubbard. And Watson is one of the team leaders in that category. That's just that number kind of blows my mind there. Everybody with more than 20 walks has over 100 plate appearances this season. Pitch outside, and Knox Hubbard has a 3-0 count and is on the verge of getting another walk here tonight. The 3-0 pitch from Kreider. And misses for ball 4. And Knox Hubbard will head down to first. That'll get Ever Lamb with a helmet in hand. Out to first base he'll go. The courtesy runner will come out for the catcher. And the bases are loaded with just one out, and that prompts a visit out to the mound for the post 58 Crushers. Tonight's game is brought to you by DC Farmers Co-op, where everyone's welcome to shop. And by our friends over at Kern Orthodontics. A healthy, attractive smile means confidence inside and out. Call Dr. Peterson at 541-672-5721. So coming up this weekend for the Docs, they'll be at home for a doubleheader tomorrow. They'll start at 5 o'clock. All the games start at 5 o'clock the rest of the way. Tomorrow, Saturday, and Sunday, 5 o'clock doubleheaders against Medford. Tomorrow they'll be at home. Sunday they'll be on the road down in Medford. The Doc Stewarts right now in third place in Area 4. But if they were to win 3 out of the 4 games against Medford, they put themselves in a 3-way tie for first place in Area 4. I don't know how they break that tie. But if the Docs were to sweep Medford, they'd win outright the Area 4 title. First pitch, strike 1 against Cade Johnson after the visit to the mound with the bases loaded for DJ Kreider. Only 1 out so far. Kreider's 0-1 pitch, fouled back to the backstop by Johnson. He's got an 0-2 count. Johnson hit into a fielder's choice in the first inning. 0-2 count for him here, just 1 away, looking to put something in play. He'll take high for ball 1. So obviously a big series coming up this weekend for the Docs against Medford as they try to win the Area 4 title. The 1-2 pitch bounces. The catcher can't find it, but he stays home, and the pitcher will come to help him out. Kreider tracks that ball down the first base line. It bounced off the turf into the chest protector for Brown. He thought it got by him. He spun around looking to the backstop. The ball actually ricocheted back out towards the field and down the first base line. 2-2 pitch. In the air towards right field. Might have a chance of driving a run. And not very deep, but could be deep enough, and it's to the opposite field. Runners all tag and will advance. Everyone will move up safely. And the Docs will take a 3-2 lead on a sac fly by Cade Johnson. Sacrifice fly to right field, 2 away. Scoring was Dominic Titone. Sebastian Watson goes to third. Ever Lamb running for Knox Hubbard goes to second. So everybody tagging, advancing 90 feet. And it'll bring up Logan Klopfenstein, starting pitcher, who now has a 1-run lead to work with. He'll try to help out his own cause. Kreider's first pitch, low and outside. Good crowd starting to filter into the stadium here tonight. Folks showing up for dinner time. Squaring to bunt. Klopfenstein puts it down third base side. Perfect spot. He's got an RBI single. Klopfenstein lays down a well-executed bunt down the third base side. Brockkamp stayed home at third to protect the bag with a runner on at second. The pitcher not off the mound quick enough to cut that ball off. It rolls out into no man's land down the third base side past the mound. Coming in to score, Watson. Lamb running for Knox Hubbard gets to third. On at first base is Klopfenstein. Runners on the corners, 2 down. Docs lead 4-2. Tyler Thornton up to bat for a second time. He'll lay down a bunt. It goes back to the mound. He's quick down the line, but not quick enough. Beat out by half a step as he tries to bunt his way on. And that will finish things off here in the third. But the Dr. Stewarts will score 2 runs on 2 hits. There were no errors and 2 men left on base. So it is 4-2. Doc Stewarts are leading right now. Go to the top of the 4th inning on 541radio.com and on the score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
I am a nurse,
a firefighter, a college student,
a mother, and I am an American soldier. I will always be ready
for every storm and disaster that threatens my community. I will always be there to protect my neighbors,
my family,
and my country.
We are the Army National Guard.
We are the Army National Guard.
We are the Army National Guard.
Visit nationalguard.com to learn more about part-time service.
Looking for more local sports coverage? CBS Sports Radio 1490 The Score has you covered. Check out our homepage at 541radio.com for sports stories, scores, and podcasts. And follow us on social media. 1490 The Score is on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. And take the station with you wherever you go with the 541 Radio app. Download the app in your smartphone's app store and get access to a live stream of the station, sports stories, podcasts, and easy messaging with the station and other.
First batter for the Crushers in the top of the fourth inning. Number 3, Cole
Headed to the top of the fourth, a 4-2 ball game now in favor of the Dr. Stewarts, their first lead tonight. Cole Muckin will try to get something started for the Crushers to turn that around. He chops one towards short on the first pitch. Charging in, Dawson Gillespie. Fields makes the throw over to first base. First pitch swinging there for Cole Muckin, who reached on a hit-by-pitch in the first inning. He grounds out to get things started here in the top of the fourth. Docs Baseball this evening brought to you by Chuck Swarm and Family Auto Repair. Are you ready to go where life takes you? Out of his windup, Kloffenstein will miss low and inside against the shortstop, Cody Lemon. Lemon is 0 for 1 in the game, ruled an error in right field that got him on base and scored 2 runs in the first. This time he will get on with a base hit as he sends one out to center field. Sebastian Watson waits for it to land and then fields it off the one hop instead of trying to come in and see if he could catch it and likely having to take that on a short hop in center field. So Cody Lemon has done a nice job of making some contact. That time he gets it in for a hit. Gets on with a single with 1 away. 9-inning contest here tonight. We're in the top of the fourth inning. Bryce Campbell will bat. Swing and a miss out in front of the breaking ball for strike 1. Campbell grounded out to the first baseman Dominic Titone, who applied the tag halfway down the first base line. Swings and sends this one out towards right center. On the run, Sebastian Watson called off by Jet Black. Now, Jet Black, normally the center fielder. Sebastian Watson has normally been playing in left field. So maybe a little learning experience on that fly ball towards the alley. The communication piece of the game. But the Docs able to make that play. Campbell flies out to right field. 2 away. Wyatt Connolly will bat. Grounded out to second his first time up. The lefty takes on the outside corner from the lefty for strike 1. Docs Baseball streaming on 541radio.com and on our YouTube channel, 1490 The Score tonight, thanks to sponsorship from the Cow Creek Tribe, our video sponsor this season for Docs Baseball. Strike on the outside corner again. Kloffenstein jumps ahead, no balls, 2 strikes against Wyatt Connolly. The 0-2 delivery. Low and outside. Hubbard knocks it down, back to the ball quickly. And out at first base, nowhere to go. Cody Lemon back to the bag. A ball, 2 strikes. Kloffenstein delivers. Ground ball, right side. Diving stop by Johnson. Throws to first. He got him. Spectacular defense by the Docs to finish things off here in the top of the fourth. Ranging to his left, a ball that looked like it was destined for right field. Cade Johnson dives, gets to his knees, makes the short throw to first for the final out. And so the Doc Stewarts, some defensive momentum, holding the Crushers off the board. No runs on 1 hit. There were no errors. 1 man left on base. We go to the bottom of the fourth inning. Docs leading 4-2 on 541radio.com and on The Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Hey there, sports fans. Thanks for watching this local sporting event online at 541radio.com. Did you know there's more than one way to watch games online? You can watch games on your laptop or desktop computer, your tablet, or even your smartphone just by going to 541radio.com. But we also use YouTube to stream all of our video broadcasts, which means you could be watching this game on your big screen TV with a number of different streaming devices. You can stream our live YouTube broadcast through your PlayStation or Xbox gaming device, or through streaming devices like Google Chromecast, Apple TV, or Roku. There's plenty of ways to follow this live local sporting event. Plus, you can find past events archived on 1490 The Score's YouTube channel. Find us on YouTube and subscribe today to keep up with the latest in local sports coverage.
Bottom of the fourth inning, Docs lead 4-2. Some defense by Cade Johnson gets him out of the top of the fourth inning. First pitch, strike one from DJ Kreider against Austin Takahashi, who will lead things off here in the fourth inning, the leadoff man on the lineup card for Coach Jeremiah Robbins. 1-1 count, breaking ball missing low and inside against the lefty. The 1-1, Takahashi fouls that one, and it does get into the stands. Not necessarily a lucky souvenir for a fan. They need those baseballs back. A ball and 2 strikes for Takahashi. Chops one, first base side foul. So it'll be a 1-2 count still. The throw from Kreider, high and away. 2 balls, 2 strikes against Takahashi. Got on with a hit by pitch in the second inning. On a walk to Dawson Gillespie, he tried to take 2 bags, got thrown out at third to finish the inning. The 2-2 pitch, he takes low for ball 3. Docs Baseball is brought to you by the Smile Station, your destination for aesthetically and thoughtfully crafted smiles. 3-2 pitch, ball 4. Not off the mark by much there, right in on the hands, about letter high. Takahashi will take for the walk. He heads on down to first base. Leadoff man on base with nobody out.
Next batter, number 10,
Dawson Gillespie will bat. Gillespie is 1 for 1 in the game with a single and a walk. Takahashi, that is his 18th walk of the year. First pitch, swung on and missed by Gillespie. Dawson had come in. Gillespie this season batting .325 coming into today's matchup. 12 extra base hits, a homer, a triple, and 10 doubles. The 0-1 pitch, breaking ball. He lays off that pitch. Nice location there, real tempting. Gillespie fighting the urge to go after that one. A ball and a strike. Swung on and grounded over the top of Coach Tim Sester down at the third base coach's box. So it's a 1-2 count here for Gillespie. Bottom of the fourth, Docs leading at 4-2. In the game, 4 hits for your Dr. Stewart's is a pitch outside. Breaking ball carries away from the righty. 2-2 count. 4 runs, 4 hits, 1 error for the Docs. 2 runs, 2 hits, no errors for the Crushers. Kreider facing a 2-2 count here against Gillespie. Delivers high and away. And his count now goes full. Three balls, 2 strikes. Kreider kicks, fires, runner going. That ball hit in the air, foul territory. The first baseman, Kramer, tracking this one down back to first. And in time goes Takahashi back into the bag. He was running on the pitch, so he had to put the brakes on and get all the way back to first base from practically second. Before that ball came down, Kramer makes the catch in foul territory. 1 out. Back to first base. Takahashi avoids getting doubled off. Jet Black will bat. He had an unlucky hit down to third base. Got robbed by Brockamp on a line drive that just almost snuck over the third baseman. Pitch throw to first. It got snagged off the turf there by Kramer. That pickoff throw was a little low. First pitch to Jet is high and away for ball 1. Everybody's out getting dinner down at the concession stand. As a ground ball back to the mound, taken by the pitcher, throw to second for 1, double play, got it. A 1-4-3 double play gets the Crushers out of things here in the 4th. As they will double off Jet Black, get Austin Takahashi at second. Only 3 hitters to the plate here in the 4th inning for the Docs. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. We're through 4 innings of play. It is a 4-2 score in favor of the Docs here on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM. Starting things off here in the top of the 5th inning. Leading things off for the Crushers will be Kyle Kramer, the first baseman. Takes the first pitch from Kloffenstein for strike 1 as we welcome you back here to Champion Car Wash Field. This non-league 9-inning ball game between the Docs and the post-58 Crushers. 1-1 count for Kyle Kramer, who's 0 for 1. He struck out swinging back in the 2nd. Squares to bunt here, and he'll take low and inside for a 2-1 count. Only 1 strikeout in the game for Kloffenstein so far through the first 4 innings. The 2-1 pitch. Slapped out towards right field, charging in. Jet will play it safe, backs off and takes that ball. It'll be a base hit for Kramer. 3rd hit of the game for the Crushers. 1 on with nobody out.
That's better number 22, Jackson Neese.
Jackson Neese will bat. He is 0 for 1 in this contest. Ground ball back to the mound. Swings and a miss on the first pitch. Docs baseball this evening brought to you by Fisher's Hearth and Home, serving Douglas County for over 30 years with the largest selection of wood, gas, pellet, and electric stoves and fireplaces in the area. The 0-1 pitch inside from the lefty to the righty. Evens up the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 man on base with nobody out here in the 5th. Ball popped up foul, headed back towards the concession stand, operated by Umpqua Community College this year. Appreciate them stepping up to fill that need. After the long service from the Umpqua Lions Club, who always did a fantastic job. We do miss them. Completely understand their reasons for stepping down from that. As a ground ball towards third base under the glove for Takahashi. Base hit for Jackson Neese. And Neese will get on with his first hit of the game. Back-to-back singles out of the 8 and 9 hitters for the Crushers, and it sends it back to the top of the order for Robbie Brockkamp, who's 0 for 2 in the game. Third time through the lineup here for Logan Klopfenstein. Brockkamp will square to bunt. He pushes it first base side. It goes well foul towards the on-deck circle for the Crushers. Post 58th on the first base side of the field in the in-ground dugout. Docs on the third base side. Docs wear their blue tops, white trousers, blue socks, blue caps with the orange R on the front. The 0-1 pitch by Klopfenstein is low. 1-1 count for Brockkamp. For the Crushers tonight, white tops, white trousers, the navy blue socks with the horizontal red and white stripes. And they've got the two-tone caps as a square to bunt. Dies right in front of home, and a collision, a throw down to first base. The runner out at first, and the runners both move up. It'll be a sacrifice bunt. Brockkamp limps his way back to the dugout. No further ruling other than just it's a 3-4 on the putout on the sacrifice bunt. Wasn't sure if there'd be some sort of interference call there. So a sac bunt for Brockkamp. One down, runners at second and third. Pitch low, ball one. One 0 count for Klopfenstein. He bounces one in. Short of the plate there at home. 2 balls, no strikes. Hubbard behind the dish, working hard to make sure that ball does not get by him with the runners at third and second. Game tying run out in scoring position. And the pitch is low again for Klopfenstein. The count will go to 3-0. Haven't seen any action either bullpen as we make our way towards the second half of this ball game here in the top of the 5th inning. The 3-0 pitch is across for a strike by Klopfenstein. Normally a 7-inning contest in a league game. So 9-inning contest here. You got to imagine they'll be looking to probably make a change with somebody around the 6-7 inning mark. Pitch in the dirt, and it goes ball 4 for Klopfenstein, and he loads the bases up. Eli Brown takes the walk down to first. His first time on base here tonight.
Batter number 5, DJ Kreider.
So 1 out with bases loaded. First pitch, breaking ball, high and inside. One 0 count for DJ Kreider. We'll take low and outside for ball 2. Kreider single back in the first inning. He's 1 for 2 in the game, and he's got an RBI opportunity here, and this is going to prompt a visit from Coach Robbins out to the mound to talk with his pitcher. Looks like he will only have a conference with the pitcher and catcher as he marches his way to the mound. Docs baseball today brought to you by Cascade Community Credit Union, belong to Douglas County. Help here in the booth tonight, snacking on a ice cream sandwich, the It's It ice cream sandwich from the UCC concession stand. And I actually had one of those up in Eugene the other night. Those are pretty tasty. Does it say what kind of cookie that is on the ice cream sandwich? Is it an oatmeal cookie? Yeah, that's what I thought it was up there. I did not have the time to sit and really understand what I was eating. They handed it to us while we were on the air, and you get 60 seconds in between innings. And it's ice cream, so it was eat that thing as fast as I could when we were up in Eugene earlier this week. 2-0 pitch. After the visit to the mound, that ball fouled away out towards the parking lot for strike one to DJ Kreider. Bases are loaded with one out. The 2-1 pitch fouled off again. So Kloffenstein works his way back into the at-bat. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out with the bases juiced. The lefty Kloffenstein checks the bases, delivers in, line drive shot, goes right to the second baseman, got knocked down. The throw to second for 1, the throw to first will not be there. They go to third, tag applied, double play. I believe the run will count. Or was that a force out at third? I think the run counts. I didn't see the sign at home. They put it up on the board. So I believe that is not a force out at third after they make the tag at second. So that'll make it a run does score. It'll be 4-3 as the Docs defense does get him out of the 5th, but the Crushers do get a run on the board. We'll come back for the bottom of the 5th inning. It's 4-3. Docs in front here on 541radio.com and on the score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
At Current Orthodontics, we stand out because of the smiles and the excitement that we create. A beautiful smile can really make a huge impact in someone's life. Our main goal is we also want you to be able to walk down the street and have your neighbors say, hey, where did you get that great smile? And for you to be able to say, at Current Orthodontics.
Looking for more local sports coverage? CBS Sports Radio 1490 The Score has you covered. Check out our homepage at 541radio.com for sports stories, scores, and podcasts. And follow us on social media. 1490 The Score is on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. And take the station with you wherever you go with the 541 Radio app. Download the app in your smartphone's app store and get access to a live stream of the station, sports stories, podcasts, and easy messaging with the station and others.
We come back here for the bottom of the 5th. This is Docs Baseball coming at you tonight here on the score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM. Docs Baseball here on the score is brought to you by Cascade Community Credit Union, belong to Douglas County. Giving away some prizes to some of the youngsters here at the ballpark tonight. It was kids' night here at the park. Every kid that came in got a raffle ticket, and the winners getting Telestrations Party Pack. They got the Sandlot and Angels in the Outfield DVDs. Those are good ones there. Talk about baseball movies. Sandlot, of course, one of the greats. Especially for all of us that want to remember what it was like to be a kid playing ball out in the summer sun until it was dark. From as soon as you woke up in the morning to when it was dark at night. A 1-0 pitch here to Dominic Titone, who will lead things off in the bottom of the 5th. He's got a 2-0 count from DJ Kreider. 1 run there in the top of the 5th inning for post 58. 1 run on 2 hits. There's a ball pulled right field. That's a fair ball into the corner for Titone. He'll head for second. He's watching the sign. They're going to put the brakes on late. And Dominic Titone in with a stand-up double to lead things off here in the 5th inning against DJ Kreider. Second hit of the night for Titone. That one landing in fair territory as he pulled it down the right field side just by about 6 feet or so. Long run out there for Wyatt Connolly. And he had to track that one down in that right field corner. Leadoff man on base for the Doc Stewarts as they try to make up that run they allowed in the top of the 5th. The first pitch is outside to Sebastian Watson, who is 1 for 1 today with a 2-run single back in the first and scored a run on a walk in the third. The 1-0, he squares the bunt, forces it down third base side, and again the Docs will lay down a perfect bunt. It goes by the pitcher. Kreider trying to come off the mound to cut that one off before it gets behind him, and he couldn't get there in time, and the third baseman, Robbie Broadcamp, was staying home at third to try and protect the bag with a man on at second base, and so defense caught out of position. And Watson will get on with his second hit of the game. A bunt single on the infield. Runners on the corners now for the Docs. That brings up Knox Hubbard, who has walked twice in this ball game. Pickoff throw, not going to be in time to get Watson at first base. So 2 hits here in the 5th already. Docs with 6 hits in the ball game now. For the first pitch to Hubbard, tails away from the lefty outside. 1 ball, no strikes. A 1-0 pitch, high, throw down to first, not going to be a time again. So 2-0 count. So kids' night here at the ballpark. Looks like a lot of kids out here tonight, which is cool. Bringing the family out to the ballpark is cheap and entertaining fun on a Friday night. 2-0 pitch is high for a 3-0 count, and Knox Hubbard once again. He is somehow finding himself always with a 3-ball count. 3-0 pitch for Kreider. Does get the strike on the outside corner. Bring the kids to the ballpark, they'll wear themselves out. They usually end up running around chasing after foul balls all throughout the ballpark. A very popular activity. 3-1 pitch. Taken for ball 4, and that is now 3 walks in the game for Knox Hubbard. And with that one, the bases are now loaded for Roseburg. Courtesy runner will come on.
At first base.
It is once again Ever Lamb, who has run all 3 times for Knox Hubbard. Dominic Titone at third after his leadoff double got him on base. Sebastian Watson at second after a bunt single to get on. And now Ever Lamb running for Knox Hubbard at first base after the walk. Nobody out. Cade Johnson at the plate. First pitch swinging. Sharply hit ground ball foul down the third base side. Chance here for the Docs to put a crooked number up on the board and see if they can extend a 1-run lead. They've led by as many as 2 when it was 4-2, but gave up a run in the top half of this 5th. The 0-1 bounces in. 1 ball, 1 strike against Johnson, who was 0 for 1 in this game, had a sac fly in the 3rd. A 1-1 pitch from Kreider. That ball in the air, not overly deep out to left field. Jackson Neese waiting. He's going to come in, get some momentum. Running from third comes to Tone. The throw is off line and going to try to take third base. Goes Watson. He slides in. Got him at third. So Watson tagged out at third. I don't know if he knows that or not. Out at second base, though, is Ever Lamb. So Doc's now with 2 outs here after getting caught on the bases. That ball got away, and Watson tried to play some heads up running and take third, but it didn't get away far enough. The catcher, Eli Brown, made the play, getting the ball quickly to third. But Cade Johnson will get another sac fly, drives in a run. Docs lead 5-3. You've got a runner at second base with 2 down. At the plate, Logan Klopfenstein, a 1-0 count. They'll take high and away. 2 balls, no strikes. Logan Klopfenstein had an RBI single on a bunt in the 3rd. He puts this one in the air out towards left field. Long run, diving attempt, gets away from Neese. He'll have to run and get that ball in the corner. Klopfenstein at second base. He'll hold there. And Klopfenstein will get a double out at third base. Coach Sester would have loved to see Klopfenstein standing at third base instead. But it is an RBI double for Logan Klopfenstein, helping his own cause. That's 2 doubles here in the 5th. And the Docs are on top now 6-3. Scoring to bunt again, and Thornton will watch a ball go by as Brown will chase that ball to the backstop. Up to third base goes Klopfenstein on the pass ball. – 6-3 your score. Docs in front now with a man at third base. Thornton has done nothing but attempt bunts, and I don't know if that's on purpose. He'll now swing. He pulls one right side, pulls the first baseman off of it, race down the line. They're not gonna get him. Tyler Thornton with his first base hit of the season. After spending most of the year on the injured list, Tyler Thornton makes his way back to the field, returning from injury, and he gets his first hit here in the 5th inning. Congratulations, Tyler. Good to see him back out there. And he drives in a run as well. Will pick up his first RBI as he gets an infield single. The first baseman, Kyle Kramer, came in to field the ball. He tried to get it to the pitcher. Kreider covering at first base. It was a foot race, and that is the thing that Coach Jeremiah Robbins is just so excited to have Thornton back for, is that he brings so much speed to the field for the Doc Stewarts. And so you see it in existence right there on the race down the line. A single for Tyler Thornton. He's now 1 for 3 on the year. Visit out to the mound. It looks like we've got a call to the pin, which will be brought to you by Shelby and Migulana Construction, your local leaders for any project, big or small. 44 years of quality, affordable work. Call Shelby and Migulana or visit their website, webuildhouses.com. I got a feeling the catcher might be moving to a new position. I don't know. We'll get it all straightened out here. When we come back, we'll take a quick break so we get a call to the pin brought to you by Shelby and Migulana Construction. A new alignment when we return on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM. Copy that.
Josh Nelson from Off the Wall on the Score. When I'm not in the Score Sports Closet, I own and operate BTV Moving here in Roseburg. We are a labor-only company offering services such as packing, unpacking, loading, unloading, piano moving, cleaning services, and 24-hour emergency services. We pride ourselves on being an affordable, veteran-owned company. Contact us at 541-315-0122 for all your moving needs. That's BTV Moving, 541-315-0122.
Back here to resume the bottom of the 5th inning after the call to the pin, brought to you by Shelby and Migulana Construction. Taking over on the mound will be Eli Brown, the catcher. Moves to the mound. Taking over behind the plate will be Spencer Kowalski, who will take over catching for Brown. DJ Kreider will exit pitching here today. He makes it through 4 2/3 innings. In that time, he gives up a total of 8 hits. He'll be credited with 7 runs, although if Tyler Thornton does come around to score with 2 outs here in the 5th, that run would go to Kreider's total. And we'll get you the rest of the numbers here in just a moment. So Eli Brown will face the top of the order here as the Docs go through for a 4th time tonight, but it'll be against the new man. Austin Takahashi takes over at the plate. Austin is 0 for 1 in this game, hit by a pitch and walked. He takes the first pitch for ball 1. Runner going, the pitch low, throw to second will not be in time for Thornton, so he gets in with a stolen base, and again, they are utilizing his speed on the bases. 2-0 pitch for Takahashi. He'll take a strike from Brown. No? I put it up as a ball on the board. I thought I saw him signal strike one. Must be I missed the sign. 3-0 count. Brown sets and misses for ball 4. Walks have been an issue tonight for the Crushers pitching staff. That is the 8th walk issued, 7 of them for DJ Kreider, the starter. Kreider had just 1 strikeout. He also hit a batter in there as well. So now 8 total walks and 1 hit batter in this ballgame for the Docs. Runners at first and second. Dawson Gillespie is the 8th hitter to the plate. Here in the bottom of the 5th inning, as the Docs lead 7-3. Gillespie will take high for ball 1. Docs with 2 runs in here in the 5th. Actually, sorry, make that 3 runs in here in the 5th. Strike taken by Gillespie. Tatone, Everlamb running for Knox Hubbard, and Logan Klopfenstein all scoring here in this 5th inning. 3 runs on 4 hits so far in the 5th. The 1-1 pitch with 2 outs. A back pick down to second base. Thornton gets in safely. Whew. I don't know if Coach Robbins maybe tensed up a little bit there. But that throw down to second had Thornton sliding back into the bag with the second baseman, Bryce Campbell, right on top of the bag, kind of colliding with him. And you've got the outstretched arms of Thornton going into that bag with a body there. He broke that arm. It's probably still a little tender. Just had me a little nervous there, but he seems to be just fine. I'm a worry wart. 3 balls, 1 strike here against Dawson Gillespie as he takes a pitch inside near the belt buckle. Eli Brown trying not to load him up here. He fires in, checks swing, and the home plate umpire says that Gillespie does go around on that pitch. So it'll be a full count. Runners will be moving on the pitch to the plate. At first base, Takahashi. At second base, Thornton. Good speed on the bases. Dawson Gillespie at the plate. The 3-2. Brown on in relief, sets. He'll look back to second base. Trying to see if he can catch the runners getting too early of a jump with the full count pitch coming up. Runners going, strike 3 called. Dawson Gillespie goes down looking. Eli Brown will wrap things up here in the 5th. But the Doc Stewarts get 3 runs on 4 hits. There were no errors, 2 men left on base. Docs lead it 7-3 as we go to the top of the 6th inning. This is Docs Baseball on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Get ready to satisfy your dessert cravings with Mountain Mike's new mini churros. These delicious bite-sized churros are the perfect dessert to pair with your favorite Mountain Mike's pizza, made with only the freshest and finest ingredients, dough made fresh daily with 100% whole milk mozzarella cheese, and toppings to the edge. For limited time only, get 16 mini churros for the whole family for only $4.99. Don't wait. Order yours today for dine-in, carry-out, or delivery.
Buy one, get one free at the Roseburg Jiffy Lube. Buy one signature service oil change at regular price and receive a coupon for a second one free. That's a $43.99 value. The signature service oil change features up to 5 quarts conventional Pennzoil, a new spin-on filter, and a visual inspection of belts, brakes, tires, and wipers, plus fluid top-off and a 90-day top-off guarantee. Buy one signature service oil change with Pennzoil, get one free now at the Roseburg Jiffy Lube, next to Champion Car Wash.
Leading off the top of the 6th inning here for the Crushers, it will be number 3,
Docs baseball tonight here on The Score. Friday night out at the ballpark. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Joey Keyran here with you. Tonight's game brought to you by Cascade Community Credit Union, belong to Douglas County. Leading things off for the Crushers will be Cole Muckin. Takes the first pitch from Logan Kloffenstein for ball one. Swings through. He got a lot of that one. Sent himself stumbling around, and he's got a 1-1 count. Muckin is 0 for 1 in the game. Was hit by a pitch in the first inning and came around to score. 7-3 is our score. Doc's in front against the Crushers. Ground ball left side. Picked up by Takahashi. Squares, throws high to first. A tag applied by Tatone in time. Tatone reaching to get to that ball. The lefty snags it out of the air. Was spinning kind of out of the way of the runner and just happened to meet him in front of the bag. Applied the tag to the chest to make the out. A nice play at first by Tatone
Number 9,
to make sure that the runner did not get on with a throwing error. First pitch, strike one to a new hitter. I believe this is the new catcher. So pitch low and inside. 1-1 count. It is Spencer Kowalski coming in for Cody Lemming. I wasn't sure where they put him in at the lineup, so that would make me think that DJ Kreider has stayed in the game defensively, maybe going to shortstop. 2 balls and 1 strike. Swinging away in his first at-bat there. The 2-2 count now on a foul ball for Kowalski. Two count. Kloffenstein out of his windup. Breaking ball just misses outside. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The 3-2 pitch is outside for ball 4. So the new man in, Kowalski, will draw a walk in his first at-bat. For Kloffenstein, just his second walk issued here tonight.
Next batter, number 10, Bryce Campbell.
Kloffenstein at one point had retired 8 straight batters before he gave up a hit in the 4th inning. The end of the first all the way to the 1 out in the 4th inning. He had retired 8 straight. He's allowed to walk in the 5th and the 6th innings so far. 1-0 count here to Bryce Campbell, the second baseman, who is 0 for 2. Last time up, flew out to right field. The 1-0 pitch, swung on and missed. Campbell out in front of that one. Docs will take on Medford tomorrow. 5 o'clock start time for the doubleheader here at Champion Car Wash Field. We invite you to come out and root on the Docs as they try to take down 6-time defending state champs Medford. Ground ball backhanded by Gillespie. Throw to second. What a play! They'll get Kowalski at second base. 6-4 the put out, 2 down. Cade Johnson turning into a first baseman, reaching to make the force out at second. Backhand deep in the hole by Gillespie. The ball, momentum, taking him out towards the corner in left field. He stops, plants, turns, and rifles a strike to second base for the out. What a play. Campbell does get on at first with the fielder's choice. And Wyatt Conley, the lefty, who was grounded out twice to the second baseman, Cade Johnson, will bat here. He's got an 0-1 count. The 0-1 pitch swung on and missed for strike 2. So an 0-2 count now with 2 away. Last time up at the plate, Wyatt Conley, he grounded out to Cade Johnson, who made a spectacular play on the defensive side. Ball fouled out towards the parking lot. Everybody staring that way, listening to find out if that one's headed to their car. Park at your own risk. 0-2 pitch again for Kloffenstein. He gets another foul ball, this time back into the netting behind home. 0-2 pitch. Wyatt Conley waits. Swings, hits this one to left field, coming in and playing it pretty perfectly is Tyler Thornton out in left field to make the catch. That'll retire the side for the Crushers here in the top of the sixth. No runs, no hits, no errors, and one man left on base. Klopfenstein through 6 innings has a 7-3 lead in favor of the Docs. They come back to bat in the bottom of the sixth with the 3-4-5 hitters on 541radio.com and on the score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM. Copy.
I am a nurse,
A firefighter. A college student.
a mother, and I am an American soldier. I will always be ready.
For every storm and disaster that threatens my community. I will always be there to protect my neighbors
My family.
and my country.
We are the Army National Guard.
We are the Army National Guard.
We are the Army National Guard.
Visit nationalguard.com to learn more about part-time service.
Looking for more local sports coverage? CBS Sports Radio 1490 The Score has you covered. Check out our homepage at 541radio.com for sports stories, scores, and podcasts. And follow us on social media. 1490 The Score is on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. And take the station with you wherever you go with the 541 Radio app. Download the app in your smartphone's app store and get access to a live stream of the station, sports stories, podcasts, and easy messaging with the station and others.
Bottom of the sixth inning. This is Doc's Baseball for you tonight here on the Score, brought to you by B&D Meats. Hey, it's grilling season, so make sure you stop by B&D Meats in Winston.
Leading off the bottom of the sixth.
Doc Stewart's, they are putting the heat to the Crushers here tonight. Leading 7-3 at the moment. Jet Black, Dominic Tatone, Sebastian Watson due up. Jet is 0 for 2 on the night. Drew a walk in his first at-bat, but grounded into a double play in the inning last time. He'll belt one in the air out towards right center. And tracking that ball down, the center fielder. Got to find out where DJ Kreider ended up going. But, of course, the center fielder is going to hold his glove in front of his number on his jersey. So we'll get that figured out. One away as Jet Black flies out to center field. First pitch swinging here. Dominic Tatone fouls one into the glove for strike one. Dominic is 2 for 3 in this game, had a double his last time up. High and away. 1 ball, 1 strike. So DJ Kreider did take over at shortstop for Cody Lemming. A 1-1 pitch is high and away. 2 balls and a strike here for Tatone. It's Eli Brown on the mound. He took over in relief in the 5th inning. Got the final out after issuing a walk. He got a strikeout looking. A 2-1 pitch. Ground ball right side for Tatone. A couple of high bounces for Campbell. Racing to the bag, stepping on the pillow will be Kramer. 4-3 put out. Now 2 for 4 on the night for Tatone. 2 away, nobody on base. It brings up Sebastian Watson. Watson, a nice night at the plate. He's been on base all 3 times. He's driven in a pair of runs. He's 2 for 2 with a pair of singles. His first meeting against Eli Brown here. He'll take high for ball 1. So we are in the bottom of the 6th, but a 9-inning contest tonight for us. It's a ground ball hit hard to the second baseman. Campbell in front of it, and the Crushers will get Sebastian Watson for the first time tonight. It's the 1-2-3 frame for Eli Brown. He's retired 4 straight. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left on base. We're through 6 innings of play. We go to the top of the 7th inning. Post 58 trailing the Docs 7-3 on 541radio.com. And on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Hey, there's sports fans. Thanks for watching this local sporting event online at 541radio.com. Did you know there's more than one way to watch games online? You can watch games on your laptop or desktop computer, your tablet, or even your smartphone just by going to 541radio.com. But we also use YouTube to stream all of our video broadcasts, which means you could be watching this game on your big screen TV with a number of different streaming devices. You can stream our live YouTube broadcast through your PlayStation or Xbox gaming device, or through streaming devices like Google Chromecast, Apple TV, or Roku. There's plenty of ways to follow this live local sporting event. Plus, you can find past events archived on 1490 The Score's YouTube channel. Find us on YouTube and subscribe today to keep up with the latest in local sports coverage.
Starting off the top of the seventh.
Kyle Kramer will get things started. No, he will not. We'll get a new batter to step in to start things off for the post 58 Crushers to begin things here in the top of the seventh against Logan Klopfenstein into his seventh inning of work. Long outing for the lefty, and he has been able to pitch around a little bit of trouble here and there, but overall, only 4 hits allowed. So he'll face a new man at the plate. The 1-0 pitch misses high and away. This is Tanner Manning that is batting. And Manning ahead, 2 balls, no strikes. He'll ground one towards short, stumbles out of the box, still stumbling down the line. And out at shortstop, Dawson Gillespie. He had plenty of time to make the play to begin with, but with the stumbling, was going to have plenty of time anyway. So he will retire. Tanner Manning in a pinch hit appearance there, 1 away. Starting off the 7th inning, Jackson Neese will bat here. He is 1 for 2 on the night with a single his last time up, and he takes outside for ball 1. Sliding to his right on the shin guards. Knox Hubbard gloving that ball. 1-0 pitch. Hits the outside corner. Klopfenstein evens it up. Talked to Mason Del Colo in the pregame show as we continued our BTB moving player interviews. Swing and a foul tip into the glove. That is strike 2. It's good to get to know a little bit more about Glide's Mason Del Colo. Glad to see that he's feeling confident about things going into these later stages. Feels like he's corrected some things that were giving him problems early on. So the 1-2 pitch bounces in for Klopfenstein. 2-2 count now for Neese. I know he had gone through some struggles there throughout that season, trying to find his groove on the mound, but feels like he is starting to pick that up a bit here, and that's a perfect time to start getting things moving in the right direction. 2-2 pitch, ground ball left side. Picked up after the high hop by Takahashi, who this time sends one right over to Dominic Titone on target. 5-3, the put out, 2 away. Back to the top of the order for the third baseman, Robbie Brockkamp, who is 0 for 2 in the game with a sac bunt his last time up. So appreciate Mason Del Colo spending some time talking to us. Those interviews, you can find them on the player bio pages at 541radio.com on Doc Central there. First pitch, strike 1 against a new batter stepping in. Taking over for Brockkamp to hit is Lupe Peralta. Takes outside. Done a lot of those interviews. We're getting down to the last couple of them. I believe we've got Jet Black and Austin Anderson left. It's a swing and a miss. Oh, and don't want to forget Tyler Thornton in there too. 1-2 count against Lupe Peralta. Chops one third base, slow roller, charging in. Takahashi, throw on the run, no problem. 1-2-3 inning for for Logan Klopfenstein. Defense behind him, helping him out. It's your 7th inning stretch. Go to the bottom of the 7th. Doc's leading 7-3 on 541radio.com and on the score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM. We hit the stretch here as we go to the bottom of the 7th with the Docs leading at 7-3. We don't get a 7th inning stretch all that often. They play a little of Sweet Caroline here at the ballpark. Popular out in Boston is the throw down to second, I guess, almost took the head off of the pitcher. Who stares into his catcher like, hey, man, what the heck? That's catcher on catcher crime there as Eli Brown started the game at the catcher and Spencer Kowalski.
Had a headache there.
Spencer Kowalski has taken over behind the plate. Knox Hubbard, the catcher for the Docs, will stand in and lead things off. Docs are leading 7-3. And Knox Hubbard will take outside for ball 1 as he looks for his 4th walk of the night. Joey Kieran here with you. Docs Baseball this evening brought to you by Flyaway Travel. If you're planning to go on that long-awaited vacation, book your travel plans with their travel experts. Call 672-5701. Low and inside for Hubbard. He's got a 2-0 count. Knox Hubbard is going to take over the lead for walks on the team in this game alone, with half the at-bats of everybody else on the team. The 2-0. No, he's going to try for a base hit, and he's got it. Soft liner just out of the reach of the third baseman. Taking over at third is Tanner Manning. And Knox Hubbard able to get that ball. It was one of those ones where it just, as much as you chased it, you couldn't get any closer to try and catch it. So Hubbard gets on with his first hit. He is 1 for 1 with 3 walks. And a courtesy runner will come on for him. That is Ever Lamb again. First pitch to Cade Johnson in for strike 1. Some more defensive changes here. Manning takes over at third for Brockcamp. And on at first base is Wyatt Connolly from right field. Ground ball, third base side for Johnson. They go to second for the first, and it's in and out of the glove. And Ever Lamb's going to race his way all the way to third on the error. So that'll be an E4. Fielder's choice for Cade Johnson to get him on base, but an E4 to get Ever Lamb running for Knox Hubbard up to third. And you've got runners on the corners with nobody out. Logan Klopfenstein will bat.
Next batter, number 4, Logan Klopfenstein.
So Connolly takes over at first from right field. We'll continue our defensive rundown here. Squaring to bunt, Klopfenstein pulls back. He takes low for ball 1. So that means we got a new right fielder. And out in right field is Lupe Peralta now. Stepping off is Brown. So I think that's all the defensive changes there. Brockcamp, Kramer, both out of the game. As a strike taken on the outside corner for Klopfenstein, a 1-1 count. Connolly moves from right to first base for Kramer, who comes out of the game. Manning takes over at third for Brockcamp. And Lupe Peralta comes into the game, takes over in right field for Connolly, who moved to first. A 1-1, squaring to bunt. Bunts it back to the mound. They go to the plate to try and get it. It goes off the glove for the catcher, and Lamb will score. And the Docs have everybody else moving. Logan Klopfenstein will end up at second base. Cade Johnson makes it all the way to third from first. Scoring was Ever Lamb, and the Docs take an 8-3 advantage. That'll be another error on that play there by the catcher. I think actually by the pitcher. That's where I'm going to put it, on the pitcher. Runners at second and third. Fielder's choice for Klopfenstein gets him on base. Pop-up foul back behind home. The catcher, Kowalski, trying to get there, but that ball lands on the roof, and he was stumbling up out of his crouch, trying to get around the umpire. So the Docs add another run here in the bottom of the 7th. 8-3 your score. I'm curious to see how long they will have Logan Klopfenstein go. He's looked good. Hasn't shown a lot of wear and tear. They are getting into late stages. I'm curious where his pitch count is, and I just remembered I could probably check that out. Tyler Thornton at the plate. 1-1 count for him. Thornton 1 for 3 in the game with a bunt single, or excuse me, a infield single. It was kind of a swinging bunt down the first base line. He'll take in the dirt. 2 balls and a strike for the 9-hitter. Logan Kloffenstein only at 87 pitches through 7 innings. That is a very efficient outing for him. I could see them letting him go at least another inning. 2 balls, 1 strike. Eli Brown on the mound. The pitch, squaring a bunt, and Thornton will take for strike 2. Docs Baseball this evening also brought to you by Barnes Heating and Cooling, your complete energy company. You can visit barnesheatingandcooling.com or call them at 541-459-1545. 2-2 count here in the bottom of the 7th. Line drive shot goes to the second baseman, and they've got runners in bad positions out there. Kloffenstein got all the way practically to third before he realized that Cade Johnson wasn't heading for home on that ball in play. But nobody was at second base, so Kloffenstein able to get back to the bag safely. It'll end up being just a ground out for Tyler Thornton, 4-3 the put out. There's 1 away. First out here in the 7th. Top of the order, Takahashi up again. 5th time to the plate for him. Takes outside, ball 1. Takahashi has walked twice, been hit by a pitch, and softly lined out to the third baseman. On the mound, Eli Brown still has his defense playing in behind him to try and cut off the run at home with less than 2 outs so far here in the bottom of the 7th. The pitch in, high and away for ball 2. No action either bullpen at the moment. Brown delivers to the plate, and it is high and away for ball 3. .30 count against Austin Takahashi, and he will take ball 4, his 3rd walk of the night. That loads him up. 2nd walk for Eli Brown, and with 1 out, they'll play the middle infielders back for the double play ball. Hey, we want to remind all of our Docs listeners and watchers, as well as those who might be joining us from the Salem-Keizer area to watch the Post 58 Crushers. Every game of the American Legion AAA State Tournament is going to be carried online. You can watch the game streaming at 541radio.com or on our YouTube channel, 1490 The Score. Every game of the state tournament. Docs games will be on the radio like normal, but every game in the tournament will at least have the video stream portion of the broadcast. So if you can't make it down here for any of the games from the state tournament, watch them on our YouTube channel, 1490 The Score. As a pitch high and away, 2 balls, no strikes here against Dawson Gillespie. Of course, you can always go to 541radio.com, watch the games there as well on Docs Central. Head to Docs Central for things like the schedule, standings, results, records, the roster, player bios, game recap stories. It's all there. It's Docs Central, presented by Champion Car Wash. Much like our streaming coverage of Docs baseball throughout the season, streaming of the tournament games online is presented by the Cow Creek Tribe. And we appreciate their sponsorship of local sports throughout this summer. The 2-1 pitch to Gillespie. He gets behind one out towards left field. Neese going back. He'll square it up. Should drive in a run. Runners all tagging and heading up a base in safely. Will go Cade Johnson on the sac fly. He scores. Kloffenstein slides in head first to third. well in front of the throw. Tagging and going to second is Austin Takahashi. So an RBI, first of the night for Dawson Gillespie. 1 out, another run in, 2 runs in so far here in the 7th. It is 9-3 in favor of the Dr. Stewarts. 2 outs, excuse me, yes. Pitch misses. Ball 1 against Jet Black. Excited about that. We did it back in 2018 when the AAA state tournament was here in Roseburg. We broadcast every game from the tournament on our video stream. Had a blast doing it. It was a very exciting season, a very exciting tournament here at the field, at that time known as Legion Field. As Jet Black slaps at a pitch, fouls that one away for strike 1. Evens up his count, 1 ball, 1 strike. Looking forward to doing it again this year with the help of Kenny Sherman, Dan Bain. They're going to be helping broadcast some of those games for me. We'll triple team the tournament and get all 50. It could be 14 or as many as 15 games in the tournament in about a 4 or 5 day span. Let's see, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, 5 day span. 2-1 count for Eli Brown against Jet Black, who is still seeking his first hit of the day. Here in the bottom of the 7th, Docs with 2 runs in already. 2 away with a man at second and third for the Docs. The 2-1 pitch popped up in the air out towards left field. Calling for it is Neese, and the left fielder has it for the final out. That finishes things off here in the bottom of the 7th. Docs get 2 runs on 1 hit. There were 2 errors for the Crushers, and you had 2 men left on base for the Dr. Stewarts. We are through 7 innings of play. We head to the top of the 8th in this 9-inning contest. Docs lead 9-3 on 541radio.com and on the score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
At Current Orthodontics, we stand out because of the smiles and the excitement that we create. A beautiful smile can really make a huge impact in someone's life. Our main goal is we also want you to be able to walk down the street and have your neighbors say, hey, where did you get that great smile? And for you to be able to say, at Current Orthodontics.
Looking for more local sports coverage? CBS Sports Radio 1490 The Score has you covered. Check out our homepage at 541radio.com for sports stories, scores, and podcasts. And follow us on social media. 1490 The Score is on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. And take the station with you wherever you go with the 541 Radio app. Download the app in your smartphone's app store and get access to a live stream of the station, sports stories, podcasts, and easy messaging with the station and others.
Leading off the top of the 8th inning for the Crushers, it'll be number 21, Eli Brown.
We go to the 8th inning. It is still Logan Kloffenstein on the mound as he has worked a very efficient, pretty clean game here tonight. Eli Brown will lead things off. The pitcher now is 0 for 2 with a walk. He takes in the dirt for ball 1. Docs baseball here on the score. It's presented by BTB Moving, providing labor services for your moving needs in Douglas County and around Oregon. Veteran-owned, affordable, dependable, efficient, and careful. They do have senior and veteran discounts available. Book now at 541-315-0122 or find them on Facebook at BTB Moving. 2 balls, no strikes for Eli Brown. And Kloffenstein may be getting to the end of his rope here. He is missed on the first 3 pitches to Brown. Only 2 walks for Logan. Delivers one in. That is popped up out towards right field. Jet Black calling for it. He'll get underneath it for the out. So falling behind 3-0, but then on the 3-0 pitch, Eli Brown swinging away, and he pops out to right field. And that is usually why they don't have you swing 3-0. You are 1 pitch away from getting on to first base. It's a little bit more beneficial to take that pitch, even if it is a strike, as the ball popped up in the air, fouled away for strike 1 against DJ Kreider, who is now at shortstop. Starting pitcher in the game. He's on the hook for the loss right now for the Crushers. He hits one third base side, cut off by Takahashi. Another routine ground ball for the third baseman, 2 down. Other games going on for Area 4 teams tonight. The Grants Pass Nuggets were taking on the Bend Bucks, but that one has gone final. 5 innings, 12-2 final score in that one in favor of Bend. Then also going on, not an Area 4 team this year, not an American Legion baseball team. Klamath Falls playing Senior Babe Ruth. There's a pitch low and outside to Cole Muckin. Klamath Falls, they are playing in the Northwest Regional Senior Babe Ruth Tournament up in Washington, and they won today against East Idaho 5-3. So another pitch misses. 2 balls, no strikes for Cole Muckin. The center fielder takes high for a 3-0 count. Klamath Falls, they had a tough go of it against some of the Legion teams this year, but they have been, it seems like every time I see scores, they seem to be doing pretty well in the Senior Babe Ruth Tournament. As a ball 4 taken by Muckin. So third walk of the game issued by Klopfenstein. 1 man on at first, 2 away. Spencer Kowalski, the catcher, walked in his first at-bat and only at-bat of the game, after coming in for Cody Lemming back in the 6th inning. Klopfenstein misses his first pitch low and inside for ball 1. Coming up tomorrow, you've got Springfield at Grants Pass for the doubleheader there. Grants Pass needs to sweep Springfield in all 4 games of that series. They'll play 2 tomorrow and then 2 on Sunday. Grants Pass has to win all 4, and if they do, they can pass Springfield, it seems, for the final spot in the postseason. It's a 2-0 pitch, misses high for Klopfenstein, and that prompts a visit out to the mound for Hubbard. So Springfield, they just need 1 win, and they'll clinch their postseason berth. Roseburg is hosting Medford tomorrow for a league doubleheader. Eugene welcomes in the Salem Withnell Dodgers for a doubleheader tomorrow, non-league twin bill there. And then Klamath Falls continues play at the Senior Babe Ruth Tournament. So that's kind of a look at tomorrow's games. 3-0 pitch here for Kowalski, and he will take strike 1. So the at-bat will continue here for Klopfenstein. Klopfenstein looking to try and get through the 8th inning. Needs 1 more out, the 3-1. Ground ball, no, sharply hit, a 1-hop to Takahashi. Throws to first, a tag to the bag, no! Could not get back to the bag in time for Tatone. A great snag at third base by Takahashi. Backhanded that one on an extremely short hop on a ball just laced at the third baseman. He made that spectacular play, got up through to first, fairly accurate, but it did pull Tatone off the bag. He tried to get back to the bag to be able to tag it in time, but he just was a hair behind. So an error will keep this half inning alive, and we will see a new pitcher take over. So the Doc Stewarts will go to the bullpen. It's presented by Shelby and Mid-Atlantic Construction. This call to the pen. It'll be Jet Black coming out of right field to take over on the mound. And Logan Klopfenstein will head to the outfield after pitching 7 2/3 innings of pretty fantastic baseball here tonight. Call to the pen. And now we'll take a 60-second break. We'll be back with more of the action for you here in the top of the 8th inning on 541radio.com and on the score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
If you have a post,
Josh Nelson from Off the Wall on the Score. When I'm not in the Score Sports Closet, I own and operate BTV Moving here in Roseburg. We are a labor-only company offering services such as packing, unpacking, loading, unloading, piano moving, cleaning services, and 24-hour emergency services. We pride ourselves on being an affordable, veteran-owned company. Contact us at 541-315-0122 for all your moving needs. That's BTV Moving, 541-315-0122.
Bryce Campbell steps in, the first batter to face off against Jet Black, the new pitcher on the mound, taking over for Logan Klopfenstein in a 9-3 ball game. Swing and a miss on the first pitch for strike one as Jet takes over. We'll take a look at his numbers. The 0-1 pitch. Breaking ball, strike two. Jet Black, 18 and a third innings worked so far. This is his 13th appearance. He has not started a game. He's got a 3-0 record with 2 saves on the year, a 1.14 ERA, 25 strikeouts, only 2 walks. His 0-2 pitch is outside. 1-2 count. So Logan Klopfenstein goes 7 2/3 innings. Runners at first and second with 2 down. Top of the 8th. Line drive shot to right field. Gets in. Klopfenstein now in right field. Cuts that one off in foul territory. Fumbles it around a little bit and gets it back in. Would not have been able to really get it back in time to catch any of the runners. Cole Muckin scores from second on the single by Bryce Campbell. That drives in a run and will add to the total for Logan Klopfenstein. Still 2 down. Runners now on the corners as Spencer Kowalski goes first to third. Wyatt Connolly will bat. He is 0 for 3 in this ball game. The lefty facing Jet Black for the first time. First pitch swinging. That ball in the air out to left field. Going back is Thornton. And underneath it, Tyler Thornton makes the catch. 2 batters face for Jet Black. He gives up a single, but then gets the final out here in the top of the 8th inning. There was 1 run in on 1 hit. There was 1 Doc's error and 2 men left on base for the Crushers. As we go to the bottom of the 8th, it's a 9-4 score in favor of your Dr. Stewart's on 541radio.com and on the score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Get ready to satisfy your dessert cravings with Mountain Mike's new mini churros. These delicious bite-sized churros are the perfect dessert to pair with your favorite Mountain Mike's pizza. Made with only the freshest and finest ingredients. Dough made fresh daily with 100% whole milk mozzarella cheese and toppings to the edge. For limited time only, get 16 mini churros for the whole family for only $4.99. Don't wait. Order yours today for dine-in, carry-out, or delivery.
Buy one, get one free at the Roseburg Jiffy Lube. Buy 1 signature service oil change at regular price and receive a coupon for a second one free. That's a $43.99 value. The signature service oil change features up to 5 quarts conventional Pennzoil, a new spin-on filter, and a visual inspection of belts, brakes, tires, and wipers, plus fluid top-off and a 90-day top-off guarantee. Buy 1 signature service oil change with Pennzoil, get 1 free now at the Roseburg Jiffy Lube, next to Champion Car Wash.
Eli Brown on the mound as we go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Doc Stewart's leading 9-4, looking to add some more insurance. As Spencer Kowalski again throws that one buzzing the tower of Eli Brown, who stands on the mound on the throw down to second as he wraps up his warm-up pitches. Doc's Baseball is brought to you by MSK True Value. Every hit this season, every first hit of the game this season for the Dr. Stewart's brought to you by MSK True Value, located in Myrtle Creek and Tri-City. Leading things off for the Docs is Dominic Titone, who takes a low and outside from Eli Brown for ball 1.
My apologies again. Bifocals weren't working. Dominic Titone.
Titone is 2 for 4 in the game with a single and a double. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Titone grounded out to second his last time up. He puts this one in the air out towards left field. Going back is Nice. He turns and squares that one up to make the catch. A fly ball out to left for out number 1 here in the 8th inning. He got on his horse and got running quickly to get to that one. Initially made it look like that ball was maybe got a chance to get over his head, but Neese running under it quickly, able to get the out. Sebastian Watson, 2 for 3 tonight with a pair of singles. Drove in 2 in the first inning to tie the ball game up. First pitch from Brown is fouled away by Watson. Docs gave up 2 in the top of the first inning. Post 58 jumping on Logan Klopfenstein, but then Docs tied it up with 2 runs in the bottom of the first inning. They would take the lead with 2 in the bottom of the third. Watson grounds one left side into left field. Third hit of the night for Sebastian Watson as he continues to be a pretty hot hitter here late stages of the of the season. 3 for 4 with a walk and 3 singles for Sebastian Watson, who came into tonight hitting .250 on the year. He'll be bumping that average up. Knox Hubbard steps in now with 1 out and 1 on. Knox is 1 for 1 in the game with 3 walks and a single. Been on base all 4 times. Takes the first pitch for strike 1 on the outside corner. Docs taking the lead in the third with 2 runs there. Gave 1 back in the top of the 5th to the Crushers, but responded with 3 in the bottom of the 5th. Led 7-3 at the time. Docs added 2 more in the bottom of the 7th. Crushers got 1 back in the top of the 8th, and that is where we are at now with a 9-4 score. As Knox Hubbard, 1 ball, 1 strike. There was some action in the bullpen. Jet Black looked like maybe getting a few extra warm-up throws out there. Hubbard takes low and outside. 2 balls and a strike. A 2-1 pitch with 1 out. Strike 2. Two balls, 2 strikes for Knox Hubbard. State tournament going to be coming up starting on Saturday next week. As a ball popped up, foul, giving chase. Ooh, the third baseman, Manning, made a swipe at that one, but just could not quite line it all up. Running to get to that ball in the bullpen for the Docs. Valiant effort. Didn't quite get there in time. I believe it stays a 2-2 count for Knox Hubbard. But the state tournament will start next Saturday, but Friday is when you get postseason games started here with 4 play-in games next week, a week from tonight. Just outside for Hubbard, his count will go full, 3 balls, 2 strikes. So 1 week from tonight, you'll have 4 play-in games happening on that Friday to determine the final 4 teams that get into the first round of the AAA state playoffs. Single elimination game. Full count pitch here for Knox Hubbard. Fouls it away, stays alive. So your league champions get into the first round automatically, an automatic qualifier, your league champs, as well as the host team. So that's your 4 teams there. 3 area champs and the host team, your 4 teams there. And then second and third place teams squaring off from all the other leagues for the other spots in the playoffs. There's a pitch low and outside. That is walk number 4 on the night for Knox Hubbard.
Next batter, number 1.
So that'll put runners at first and second with 1 away against Eli Brown. Bottom of the 8th, Docs leading 9-4. On the mound, Brown will deliver first pitch low to Cade Johnson, who's still looking for his first hit. He's been productive at the plate, though. 2 sacrifice flies to drive in a run. He did reach on a fielder's choice in the 7th and eventually came around to score. .1-0 pitch catches the outside corner. 9-inning game, so this is the 5th at-bat for the Docs lineup. They're down to the 7, 8, 9 hitters still coming up. 5 at-bats. That's a lot in a game as Johnson gets one, golfs it out towards left center, but running underneath it, that'll be Jackson Neese out in left field. That's the second out here in the bottom of the 8th.
Next batter, number 4, Logan Klopfenstein.
So 2 down, still runners at first and second. Logan Klopfenstein will bat. Eli Brown's first pitch. Klopfenstein pops high in the air. Headed out towards the shortstop. And we'll circle around that one, stepping around. That was a family circle cartoon. You'd see quite a few steps as he traces his steps around getting underneath that baseball. Final out made on a pop-up to the shortstop. And we are through the 8th inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. 2 men left on base for your Dr. Stewarts. It is 9-4 as we go to the top of the 9th. Jet Black out there to try and close this one out with 3 outs here on 541radio.com and on the score. 92.3 FM and 1498.
I am a nurse,
A firefighter. A college student.
a mother, and I am an American soldier. I will always be ready.
For every storm and disaster that threatens my community. I will always be there to protect my neighbors.
My family.
And my country.
We are the Army National Guard.
We are the Army National Guard.
We are the Army National Guard.
Visit NationalGuard.com to learn more about part-time service.
Looking for more local sports coverage? CBS Sports Radio 1490 The Score has you covered. Check out our homepage at 541radio.com for sports stories, scores, and podcasts. And follow us on social media. 1490 The Score is on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. And take the station with you wherever you go with the 541 Radio app. Download the app in your smartphone's app store and get access to a live stream of the station, sports stories, podcasts, and easy messaging with the station and other.
Jet Black on the mound here to pitch the top of the 9th inning, try and close it out for the Docs. He faces Tanner Manning, gets the first pitch in for strike 1, and a breaking ball swing and a miss for strike 2. So quickly to an 0-2 count. The 0-2 pitch from Jet can't get him to chase. And it'll go to a 1-2 count for Tanner Manning, who has got his second at-bat of the night here after coming in for Kyle Kramer. A 1-2 pitch. Ground ball. That'll be fair. He slipped coming out of the box. Throw down to first, and it gets away. I'm not sure, did that hit the runner in the back or did it just get away? Dominic Titone tried to reach, and he kind of collided with the runner. That ball, the runner slipped coming out of the box. Manning, slow start down the line. Seemed like they had time, but it just seemed like Jet Black took a while. I don't know if he took a while or if it just took time to get to the ball. Everything seemed to be moving slow there for the Docs defensively. Had to make a quick throw down the line, and the throw off line for Jet. So a man on base, and now a pitch inside. Jackson Neese leaning out of the way. We'll take ball 1. That will be an error for the Docs to get a runner on base for the Crushers. 1 man on. Docs lead by 5, so long way to go in this ball game. 1-0 pitch. Breaking ball misses outside. 2 balls, no counts against, or 2 balls, no strikes against Jackson Neese. That's the count. A 1 for 3 day for Neese with a single back in the 5th. .20 pitch. Strike 1. So the single elimination play-in games on Friday, the 23rd, they do feature 4th place teams too. I guess there's only 3 areas that are going in, so no Area 1 this year. It's a pitch inside, 3 balls, 1 strike for Jet Black. So you'll have 2s versus 4s, number 2s versus 3s. Yeah, there's a couple of 4 seeds in there. Got 3 areas in each one, getting 4 teams into the postseason. 3-1 pitch bounces in for Jet Black, and that's a walk. Jackson knees. Get on at first. Up to second base goes Manning. Runners at first and second, nobody out. That's the first walk for Jet Black. Games on Friday for the play-in games. They will start, it looks like they'll play at 10 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 4 o'clock, and 7 o'clock that day. So that'll be the first day of postseason play here at Champion Car Wash Field, Friday the 23rd. That'll also be the timing for Saturday and Sunday games as well, 10, 1, 4, and 7. Well, on those days when they have a full day of action. 1-0 pitch here to the leadoff man, Lupe Peralta, who came in the 7th inning for his first at-bat. He's got a 1-1 count. 0 for 1 tonight for Peralta, who grounded out to third in the 7th. 1-1 pitch here for Jet Black, trying to get this win for the Docs, pitching the 9th. A 1-2 count after a called strike 2 against Peralta. A 1-2 count. Breaking ball, strike 3. Peralta goes down looking. First strikeout for Jet Black on the night. All Doc Stewart strikeouts are brought to you by Mountain Mike's Pizza. Making sure your next pizza night isn't a strikeout. Mountain Mike's Pizza, the way it ought to be. There's your first out of the 9th inning. Doc's now looking for a ground ball that they could turn 2 on and get this one over with. Squaring to bunt. Eli Brown puts it down. And Jet Black will not get the ball to first in time. Eli Brown will get on with a bunt single. Bases are loaded. The whole process just took too long. Jet coming off the mound to field that one. Quick down the line there for Eli Brown, now the pitcher. Bases are loaded, which means the game-tying run would be the on-deck hitter if everybody were to score in front of him. Breaking ball for strike 1 against the 3-hitter, DJ Kreider. He is 1 for 4 tonight. Had an RBI fielder's choice in the 5th, a single in the 1st. The 0-1 pitch fouled away for strike 2. Oh, 2 count. 1 away. Bases are loaded. They play for the double play up the middle. The 0-2 pitch is inside for Black. Now this, let's see, Jet came in the 8th inning. So this is not a save opportunity for him. Entered the game with a 5-run lead. So line drive goes into left field. It'll be less than a 5-run lead. 1 run comes in. Thornton will get the ball in and leave it to just that. So 1 run in against Jet Black. Scoring was Tanner Manning. RBI single for DJ Kreider, excuse me. His second hit of the day, second RBI. Bases still loaded, still just 1 out. And Cole Muckin will bat, who is 0 for 2 with a walk and a hit by pitch. He checks swings and can't hold up. There's strike 1.
Batter number 3, Cole Muckin.
9-5 your score, but it was a 5-run lead when Jet entered the game in the 8th, so not a save opportunity for him here. He's just trying to finish this one out for the Docs. He gets a swing and a miss for strike 2. Trying to make sure that Logan Klopfenstein gets his win here in tonight's game. Klopfenstein pitched a heck of a game, 7 2/3 innings, gave up 4 runs on 4 hits. Going deep into this ball game. A pitch in the dirt for Jet. A ball and 2 strikes against Muckin. The 1-2 pitch. Low and outside, and it goes to a 2-2 count. Two balls, 2 strikes. One away. Strike 3 called. Another strikeout for Jet Black, his second in the relief appearance. 2 down here in the top of the 9th. Bases remain loaded. 1 run in so far. One swing of the bat would tie this game. Spencer Kowalski coming up to hit. The wind doesn't seem all that existent out there on the field, but the American flag never always the best indicator. As a ground ball in the first pitch to Kowalski goes to Dominic Tatone. He fields, touches his bag. Docs win. They get a 9-5 victory against the Post 58 Crushers. And your Roseburg Dr. Stewarts will go to 26-13 on the season. And the Post 58 Crushers go to 18-17-1. We'll come back with your Roseburg Disposal postgame show, a 2-minute break after this on 541radio.com and on the score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
As soon as the Doc Stewarts get done with the
Hey there, sports fans. Thanks for watching this local sporting event online at 541radio.com. Did you know there's more than one way to watch games online? You can watch games on your laptop or desktop computer, your tablet, or even your smartphone just by going to 541radio.com. But we also use YouTube to stream all of our video broadcasts, which means you could be watching this game on your big screen TV with a number of different streaming devices. You can stream our live YouTube broadcast through your PlayStation or Xbox gaming device, or through streaming devices like Google Chromecast, Apple TV, or Roku. There's plenty of ways to follow this live local sporting event. Plus, you can find past events archived on 1490 The Score's YouTube channel. Find us on YouTube and subscribe today to keep up with the latest in local sports coverage.
Welcome back to Champion Car Wash Field for tonight's Roseburg Disposal postgame show. You can let them make the run of the dump for you. That is Roseburg Disposal, 673-7122. Docs get a win here against the Post 58 Crushers in a non-league 9-inning contest. Final score, 9-5 is your numbers. 5 runs, 7 hits, 1 error for the Crushers. 9 runs, 11 hits, and 3 errors on the night for your Roseburg Dr. Stewarts. Picking up the win will be Logan Klopfenstein, who continues a fantastic summer. Klopfenstein is now 5-1 on the year with the victory. Not a save opportunity for Jet Black. Taking the loss will be DJ Kreider, who started the game, went 4 2/3 innings, gave up 7 runs to start out the ball game. Doc Stewarts get the win. They improved to 26-13 on the year. And for the Crushers, they are now 18-17-1. Both teams getting ready for pretty big league contest coming up this weekend. For the Docs, it'll be Saturday and Sunday. For the Crushers, it's Sunday and Monday as they take on Corvallis. Could be seeding on the line when the two teams square off this weekend. We'll come back. We'll take a look at more of how the scoring played out, some more of the numbers from this one here tonight for you, and we'll wrap up tonight's broadcast here from Champion Car Wash Field as the Docs get a 9-5 victory. A 2-minute break and come back with the rest of your Roseburg Disposal postgame show on 541radio.com and on the score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
This is Josh Nelson from Off the Wall on the Score. When I'm not in the Score Sports Closet, I own and operate BTV Moving here in Roseburg. We are a labor-only company offering services such as packing, unpacking, loading, unloading, piano moving, cleaning services, and 24-hour emergency services. We pride ourselves on being an affordable, veteran-owned company. Contact us at 541-315-0122 for all your moving needs. That's BTV Moving, 541-315-0122.
Get ready to satisfy your dessert cravings with Mountain Mike's new mini churros. These delicious bite-sized churros are the perfect dessert to pair with your favorite Mountain Mike's pizza, made with only the freshest and finest ingredients, dough made fresh daily with 100% whole milk mozzarella cheese, and toppings to the edge. For limited time only, get 16 mini churros for the whole family for only $4.99. Don't wait. Order yours today for dine-in, carry-out, or delivery.
Swimming season is finally here. But remember, respect the water. Don't swim and don't go in the water if it's under 60 degrees. Swimming in water under 60 degrees is life-threatening. It could cause hypothermia, which means your limbs paralyzed and you can't get out of the water. Each day, the water temperature of the Umpqua River will be posted on kpic.com and kval.com, and in the morning weather on KPIC. Respect the water. Know the temperature. Brought to you by the Respect the Water Safety Committee.
Welcome you back here to Champion Car Wash Field, where tonight your Roseburg Dr. Stewarts end up with a 9-5 victory on top of the visiting Post 58 Crushers out of the Salem-Keizer area. Joey Keyran here with you as we bring you a recap of tonight's action. Brought to you by Roseburg Disposal. Let them make the run of the dump for you. 673-7122. Well, tonight the Docs, 9 runs, 10 hits. They did commit 3 errors in the ball game tonight. Left 11 men on base. For the Crushers, 5 runs on 7 hits, 2 errors, 9 men left on base. Logan Kloffenstein gets the win. He pitched 7 2/3 innings. He gave up 4 runs on 4 hits, 3 walks, 1 strikeout, 1 hit batter. He's now 5-1 on the season. Jet Black pitched the final inning and a third, gave up 3 hits, 1 run, 1 walk, and 2 strikeouts. He does not factor into the decision as he did not enter in a save situation. DJ Kreider takes the loss. He goes 4 2/3 innings in the start. Gave up 7 runs on 8 hits, 7 walks, 1 hit batter, and 1 strikeout. Eli Brown pitched the final 3 1/3 inning in relief of for the Crushers there. Crushers would get 2 runs in the top of the first inning on a error in right field on a ball hit by Cody Lemming. Got lost in the sun, but right there, and could not play it for the Docs. So 2 runs would come in the first inning with 2 outs. On the other side, the Docs would tie it up in the bottom of the first. It was a 2-out, 2-run single to center field by Sebastian Watson that squared the game up. Docs would get 2 runs in the bottom of the third inning. A sac fly by Cade Johnson scored 1 of the runs. An RBI single, a bunt single on the infield by Logan Kloffenstein scored a second. Docs would add 3 runs in the bottom of the 5th. With RBIs in the 5th inning, Logan Kloffenstein an RBI double. Tyler Thornton had an RBI infield single for a couple of runs to come in there in the 5th inning. Oh, and a sac fly in that inning there for Cade Johnson as well. That made it 7-3 at the time as the Crushers did get a run in the top of the 5th inning on a fielder's choice by DJ Kreider. Docs, though, would stretch the lead back out with 2 more runs in the 7th inning. They'd score on a sac fly by Dawson Gillespie and an error in there as well. And that would be it for the Docs. They'd give up a run in the top of the 8th on an RBI single by Bryce Campbell and a run in the 9th on an RBI single by DJ Kreider. But it wasn't enough for the Crushers to come back in this one here tonight as the Docs hang on for the 9-5 victory. Taking a look at some of the offensive numbers here tonight for the Crushers. Eli Brown was 1 for 4. DJ Kreider was 2 for 5 with a pair of RBI. Let's see here. Cody Lemming was 1 for 2 with 2 runs driven in. Bryce Campbell 1 for 4. Wyatt Conley 0 for 4. Let's see here. Kyle Kramer ended up with a single. And at the 9 spot, Jackson Neese was 1 for 3 with a single and a walk. On the other side for your Dr. Stewarts, 3 walks and a hit by pitch for Austin Takahashi. Dawson Gillespie was 1 for 3 with a single and a sac fly. Jet Black, a tough day at the plate for him, went without a hit. Dominic Titone was 2 for 5 with a single and a double. Sebastian Watson was 3 for 4 tonight with 3 singles and a walk. He also drove in 2 runs. Knox Hubbard was 1 for 1 with 4 walks and a single. He scored twice, or Everlamb scored in his place twice. Cade Johnson drove in 2 with a couple of sac flies. Logan Kloffenstein, a single and a double. He drove in 2. And Tyler Thornton was 1 for 4 in his first game back from injury with an RBI single in the 5th. And that is a look at all the numbers here tonight. Taking a look at what's coming up. For your Roseburg Dr. Stewarts, they will play here at home tomorrow as they welcome in the Medford Mustangs for an Area 4 doubleheader here at home. That doubleheader will have a lot of implications on the Area 4 league title. If the Docs are able to win 3 out of 4, they make it a 3-way tie at the top of the standings between Medford, Docs, and Eugene. I'm not sure how the tiebreaker works in that scenario. If the Docs can win all 4, they'll win the Area 4 title outright. So it all gets started coming up tomorrow with a 5 o'clock start time for Game 1. We hope we can see you out here at the ballpark. If not, tune in for the broadcast on the radio or streaming live online. As we wrap things up here tonight, I want to say thanks to the Post 58 Crushers for making the trek down here tonight for the ball game. Great to see another team coming down here to Champion Car Wash Field. Good luck to them for their games coming up this weekend, and we expect to see them coming up next weekend here in Roseburg. I want to say thanks to Jeremiah Robbins, the head coach of the Roseburg Dr. Stewarts and the American Legion in Roseburg, Post 16, for allowing us to bring you another season of Docs baseball here on The Score. Thanks to Ben Hill back in the studio for the radio production tonight. Thanks to Angela Kieran for helping out with the video production this evening here on site. And as always, a thanks to you, the fan, for tuning in for tonight's broadcast because, of course, without you, I'm just a guy sitting here talking to myself. I'm Joey Kieran. We'll chat with you guys tomorrow night when the Roseburg Dr. Stewarts welcome in the 6-time defending state champion Medford Mustangs for a league doubleheader as we begin the final weekend of the regular season. Game 1 of that twin bill gets started at 5 o'clock here from Champion Car Wash Field. You can tune in and catch the action streaming live online at 541radio.com. Thanks to sponsorship from the Cow Creek Tribe, or catch it right here on Douglas County's home for sports, The Score. 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.